Welcome back, everyone, to Limbus Company. I am me. I'm my good friend Hunter.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm British today.
And we are gonna be continuing our mini stories because I think we need to do those. I think.
Yes.
Yes. But as is tradition, we must do our 1 extract, and then because these are new banners, I must do a 10 extract and get the banner pull, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Just a cheeky tenor.
A cheeky tenor. Which will give me my banner pull. We'll ignore the fact that I don't really care about any people in this banner except outside the ego, but you know.
Let's get the ego then. Boom, easy.
Let's get the ego. Just.
Nah, it's a fake out. You get the ego right here.
Right here. Yep, right there. Yep, right there.
I
told you. I told you. It's just that simple, Hunter. I told you.
I can't do this.
And he's gone. I told you, Hunter. It's just that easy.
This is statistically anomalous.
So what? I'm what, 3 for 5 of banners getting the thing I want, my first 10 pull?
Statistically anomalous.
And it's the ego too. That's the wild one.
Statistically anomalous.
It's just that easy. Streamer luck when you have no viewers. Let's go.
They just sense the recording software, man.
They really do. It does make me sad. Like the content. If I had like a big stream for when that happens,
Would be funny.
Oh darn! I didn't get the other one. Darn it! Too bad it's not like a great ego for my team. It is an ego though.
Is it your own? Oh, it's your only VAV form?
My what?
The level 4, the VAV ego.
Oh, for Merceau, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of egos.
Oh no, he only has the one other one, doesn't he? I didn't know this one was also VAV. I think it's just Yearning Merkala? Yeah, there's only one other. I don't know why
Yeah, Yearning Merkala. Just
the only other one.
That fucking easy, Hunter.
I guess, man.
Also, I also got the announcer pack from my single pulls.
It's just that easy.
It's truly just that easy. Raggle, hey Raptor, how you doing? I am constantly annoying Hunter with how insane my luck is in gacha pulls. What am I doing?
It is statistically anomalous.
Good. The second Walpurgis Night. I banish fucking Quixote to the Shadow Realm.
사냥감인가 몸이 끓어오르는군.
This is green lights blinding our eyes and loud alarms rupturing our eardrums. I've gotten used to it by now. Worrying thing to get used to.
기껏 잠이라는 안식처로 도망한 참이었소만.
Man, Yi's song is just not having a good time.
I'm beginning to think he doesn't like boats.
Thanks to the alarm, the sinners began waking up one by one from their naps. Oh, Wolfburgers Night! Oh, we just did that! Even amidst the chaos, Faust remained as calm as ever. She walked up to the helm and shut off the alarm. Already? I thought it was supposed to be like really rare or something.
현상 자체는 희귀한 것이 맞지만 저희가 시기를 예측할 수 있는 현상은 아닙니다.
네.
참 닫겠네. 그럼
There's a
일주일
chance it'll
뒤에도
happen
갑자기
next week.
올릴 수 있다는 거야?
There's a chance.
보장할 수 없죠. 메피스토펠레스의 엔진이 감응하기까지 최소한의 시간이 있으니 그렇게
Faust, who was busily interfacing with the device while answering Radio's question, came to a sudden stop. What's up? Is there something wrong?
아닙니다. 예상 가능한 변동 중에 한 종류일 뿐입니다.
It's never a good sign if Faust goes, huh!
다만 단테를 포함한 수감자들에게는 새로울 환경이라 잠시 어떤 설명이 필요할지 고민한 것이지요.
Alright. New environment? I looked at her curiously, but I did not voice my concerns. She was already walking toward the back door. Faust was not going to answer my question anyway.
가장 좋은 설명은 직접 확인하는 것이겠지요.
Yep, knew it.
의미 없는 지루한 일상이 다시 한번 꿈틀거리는군.
얼마 전까지 이 안을 꾸미겠다고 난리가
I have
났었는데
like 1,000 thread right now, just ready to go. Ready to get that Hanlu up to 4.
The Turbo Mao team.
Let's go.
단테, 앞장서시죠.
The board sinners seemed to find this new possibility of venture somewhat exciting. They slowly got up from their seats with enthusiasm. We again made our way to the back door.
이번 변동은 던전이 있는 곳에서 일어났습니다.
Alright. Oh, so we gotta head toward my room?
네, 직접 열어주시면
What
되겠군요.
do Dante's room looks like?
It's the office that you see them in. I think you've seen the office background.
Maybe. Oh yeah, they're in the theater or whatever. Not the theater, but the log, a pier log. She did say something about the corridor changing depending on who opened the door. I walked across the corridor trying to recall what Faust once told me.
정말 다행히도 이번엔 저 입장 금지 구역으로
Nice, not
가지
going to the
않았네요.
matter area.
어떤 바보들이 멋대로 들어가서 별 쓸데없는 고생을 했었는데
앞으로는 진짜 안 한다고.
I won't do it again, boss.
They've come a long way from trying to murder each other in Kanto 1.
Trying to murder each other.
Trying, because Ryoshu did it for them. They never killed each other.
설득력이 떨어진다고 보지 않나.
동감이는
So it is.
본인은 한번
I have done it once, thanks to Kyoto.
넌 다 물어 임마.
I'm starting to enjoy this raucousness among the sinners. Hoping this camaraderie would last for a long, long time. I turned the handle and opened the door. Ah, yes. Raise that flag.
아,
Oh. I enjoy Mersault going here and Ryoshu.
저 문은
Right. The door had transformed into an oddly familiar shape. This looks like one of those doors you saw back at one of the lobotomy core branches.
정확히 일치합니다.
Thank you, Mersault.
형상이 여럿 겹친 것처럼 보인다는 점이 다소 상이하나 디자인 기조는 일치하므로
제대로 보셨군요. 형상이 중첩되어 보이는 건 바트루기스의 밤이 찾아왔다는 방증이라고 할 수 있겠네요.
Alright. Opening now.
Alright, this is the actual first combat with Walpurgis.
The door creaks open and another corridor appears
맞지
before
않나?
us.
로보토미 지부.
The longer I look at it, the more familiar it becomes. This place definitely looks a lot like those lobotomy core benches we've been to.
야 똑똑해.
Holy
이런
smartass.
식으로 로보토미 지구를
어이!
찾아 들어올 수 있으면 우리는 왜 버스를 타고 개고생하면서 찾아다니는 거냐?
정정해야 할 부분이 하나가 아니니까 거꾸로 돌아가며 대답하죠.
In reverse order, your presentation.
우선 발프루기스의 밤은 저도 예측할 수 없는
I don't
현상입니다.
believe that, Faust. I believe you just chose not to.
그걸 통해서 작전을 펼친다는 발상 자체가 정신 빠진 소리라는 말이 되겠지.
그것도 그렇네.
생각을 조금 더 해보고 말하는 건 어떨까, 히스?
Heathcliff, I should think a little before you open your dumbass mouth. Heathcliff scowled at Roger's remark, but soon grew dejected once he noticed that the other sinners were nodding in agreement. Poor Heathcliff.
가능성까지 부정하진 않겠습니다만
He doesn't get to have a win because he's the next, fucking Kanto.
그리고 이곳은
Gotta set him up before you can knock him
Yeah,
down.
you gotta set him up. You gotta set him up so he can get his win. Like, so he has his victory moment.
복도의 일종.
Like, haha! I get to be happy now.
현재 존재하는 지부의 황금가지를
Yeah.
수복해야 하는 저희의 업무와
I've conquered my personal
I've
trials.
conquered my trauma, maybe. Maybe just repressed.
알아들었다고. 헛소리해서 미안하다고 하면 그만할 거냐?
가능성을 부정하진 않는다고 했습니다. 그리고 아직 더 남았습니다.
More? I didn't think there was anything more for her to correct, but Faust clearly seemed to think that there was another critical error in Heathcliff's statement. And without even flinching and wearing that serious expression, she looked into the distance.
이곳은 지부가 아닙니다.
Faust muttered. Not one of them? So this isn't a Lobotomy Corps facility.
지부가 아니라 과거 어느 시점과 가능성에 로보톰이 본사라는 것입니다.
그럼 여기가
부러진 날개가 되었다는.
네, 이곳은
I do love the Limbus Company
과거의
music, though.
지휘팀이 사용하던 복도입니다.
Or the Lobotomy Corps music. I like both musics. They're both
I
very-
love the way it kicked in right here as they said that line.
Yeah.
That was
This is like the iconic song or iconic background music for Lobotomy Corps. It's really good.
yeah, it's the neutral nothing's currently exploding song for the days.
I could sense the rising apprehension among the sinners. So this is where it happened. I don't remember since I've been before my amnesia, but everyone in the city knows about that incident. The source of the blinding light that enveloped the city for days, which then sunk everyone into utter darkness for the next. Where the angsty AI ruined everything.
Valid crash out, by the way.
Valid angst, but angst. Her reaction, very valid. Doesn't mean it wasn't an ass move. Does not
It
mean
was a crash out, but it was a valid crash
Yeah,
out.
just because it's justified and valid doesn't mean you're not an asshole.
Oh, Angela was definitely an asshole. I don't think anyone denies that.
But Faust appears unaffected by the general air of anxiety of those around her. Instead, she continues to look off in the distance, away from the sinners. Maybe it's because she doesn't care, or maybe what she already knows just doesn't faze her. Are you waiting for something, Faust?
네, 변동에 관한 정보는 이게 끝이 아니었으니까요. 아마도 곧
Oh. Before Faust finished, the lights of the corridor suddenly switched colors.
시작되었군요.
이게 무엇인가? 설마 말로만 듣던 기지 매몰?
That fucking.
그 정도의 사건은 이것과 다른 경보가 울립니다.
그럼 뭔데?
I don't like the red light!
난 제법
Fair enough, I guess.
옵니다. 정면.
I followed the tip of Faust's fingers, which pointed toward the same direction she'd been looking at this entire time.
First trumpet.
Steam of unknown origin began to coalesce there. I enjoy just how many fucking weird instruments we have to make just weird sounds.
Oh, hell yeah.
And a bizarre machine of sorts appeared there.
실현입니다. 색은 녹.
Oh!
때는
Green Dawn.
청원.
말 안 해도 알겠다고. 저 고철 덩어리 살벌한 소리를 내면서 이쪽으로 오고 있잖아.
Everyone seemed to know that something like this was gonna happen. They prepared for battle, warily eyeing the mysterious machine.
또 환상체냐?
No, wait. If he was more like a Pecatello? I instinctively blurted out the immediate sense they gave off and looked to Faust. She would know what to say. Instead of giving me an answer, however, Faust brandished the Zweihander and stepped forward.
우선 저것을 처리하도록 하죠. 단테, 인격패를 준비해 주세요.
Get out the dual deck.
Pull out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc.
It's time to
It's time to boys. How many waves are we doing?
다들 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수
Oh, hi,
있을 거야.
Malkuth. How are you doing? Oh, right, because this is a unfocus or whatever.
Yeah.
I might. Oh wait, actually, that's only 42 HP.
괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가보자.
깨우치시길.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
무상한 목숨.
Once Mao Hanlu gets out and I get him on my first 10 draw, I will be able to just go back to auto win all fights.
세상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어.
There will be no prep required. I will not need to get Radia into her insane mode.
Unnecessary.
Into her sicko mode.
이제 깨우치시길. 이제 깨우치시길.
One day, in the far distant future, I should bring Raptor in here to do voice acting and join in on their voices.
그렇게라도 될 것 같아.
More fuel for the
아무것도 남지.
pyre of killing vocal cords.
Yes, yes.
공격은 매우 효과적이었어.
She made fun of Nick and I starting to stutter when we were like 4 hours into reading an RPG. Get her in on it.
이쪽에 유리한 환경이 되었네. 잘 됐다.
이제 깨우치시길.
My work schedule won't let me, sadly. I know, we just gotta do one of those, like what we did last Saturday, where we streamed for 11 hours. And somewhere in that 11 hour, there will be a point where you can join.
I'm not built for that kind of endurance streaming. That's just crazy.
I've done it. I did it. My voice was dying. I went, I went, And you know, this was an Owlcat game, so you know, 90% of it was reading, and then this is
Rogue Trader.
This is Rogue Trader, yeah. So not only were we just reading, we were reading fucking Imperium words. We're like the Lex Mechanicus. Oh. Eventually managed to reduce the machine to a pile of scrap metal.
그래서 파우스트 씨, 이 고생을 하면서 저걸 처리한 이유가 있겠지?
네. 저희에게 돌아올 보상의 효율이
Fair,
높으니까요.
fair. I get that. If we kill them all, we get more money. I get that.
보상?
Gregor repeated, clearly expecting her to elaborate, but Faust ignored his gesture and instead began to observe the walls and items around her.
이것들은 결국 무엇이었던 것인가?
Yi Song stood next to Faust and began to muse alongside her.
한때 본사에서 출몰했던 환상체와 흡사하면서도 또 다른 존재. 로보토미 본사에서는 이런 괴물들을 시련이라고 칭했습니다.
I'm still laughing at getting the ego the first Deadpool.
Statistically anomalous.
여기는 환상체 격리실이 아니라 복도인데도 격리실처럼 쓰였나 보.
이 괴물들은 특정 시기에 갑작스럽게 나타나는 성질을 갖고 있었습니다.
Monsters. Like, monsters of the outskirts?
그렇게 보일 수도. 정확한 의미에서는 아닐 수도요. 언젠가 알게 될 것이라고 말씀드릴 수밖에 없겠네요. 네.
백귀야해. 운치가 있군.
미리 말씀드립니다만, 단테.
Yeah?
앞으로의 변동에서 이 시련이나 그에 준하는 상황이 발생할 확률은 높을 것입니다. 그때마다 도전하는 것을 권장해드리고 싶네요.
Okay. So she says, guys.
난이
I don't like the lighting.
오히려 좋네. 심심할 일도 없고 전투 훈련도 되지 않겠는가?
Except for Faust and Yi Song, who were quietly exchanging their observations, each sinner began to rowdily share their impressions. God, just like the two smart people who have the only thing that actually worth contributing, and everybody else is like, I like the green.
We fight is fun.
We fight is fun. Gather up, lads. We gotta get this crumpin'.
We gotta crump some gits, lads.
Crump some gits. Well, I guess it's a more reasonable proposition than let's just doze off in a bus till we find land. Hopefully Faust or Yi Song will one day find the time to explain their findings to me. Right, we gotta get moving. I approach the sinners to get us going.
Yi Song is too busy vomiting.
Well, he wouldn't be vomiting now. Now he's good.
부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니.
Do I just keep redoing it until it's all suppressed?
No, because it came with its own event, like the one for the Night of Despair.
Oh,
so that's when you would then go grind the event canon in more.
Okay.
But the event is gone.
One. Never to return.
위험.
Hi, Charon.
땅이 가까워지고 있어.
Charon, who'd been quietly holding the helm for a while, suddenly spoke up. As the fun cue, everyone in the cabin simultaneously jumped up from their seats. The crew's joy at the end of this long journey was palpable.
드디어 끝난 거야?
눈물이 날 것만 같구려.
이제 어디 놀러 간다고 할 때 배 같으면 무조건 배제해야겠어.
You know, after we dealt with Ishmael's shit, the Great Lakes were pretty smooth sailing. Some sinners began to visibly relax, while the realization that the long lake voyage has finally come to an end. Others rushed to the windows as if they were expecting anything to have changed while we were away from the shores.
얼마나 오래 있었다고 이러는 건지. 저 때는요. 일단 배에 오르면 3년은
그 얘기 호수에 떠 있는 동안 수십 번은 들은 것 같으니까 그만 좀 하자.
과하긴 했다, 이스마일. 많아도 3번 꺼내는 정도가 나았을 것이다.
할 얘기가 없다고 하니까 꺼냈던 것뿐인데요.
I mean, if you're telling the same story, like, 6 or 7 times, I feel like that just loops back to no one has any more fun stories to tell. Just as we were exchanging a few meaningless jabs at each other, Mephistopheles suddenly jerked violently as though something had exploded. Of course, we were all promptly thrown about the bus boat like ragdolls. Is everyone okay?
이놈의 버스. 어떻게 한 번에 부드럽게 멈추는 법이 없냐? 어?
Wait, bus? Heathcliff's right. I took a quick look around, and realized the cabins had transformed back to the shape of the bus we'd grown so used to.
카론, 변신 버튼 눌렀어. 찰칵, 찰칵.
Thank you, Charon.
깜빡이 좀 켜고 하라니까. 좀!
카론, 제발.
버스배는 깜빡이 없어. 어쩔 수 없는 거야, 벌레 양반.
I thought there was going to be some complicated procedure to transform it back to a bus. I guess it just happens to click of a button. Huh.
저는 다시 공방이나 보트 센터에 들러야 할 줄 알았는데요.
No, we upgraded the core or something.
메피스토펠레스는 한번 각인된 성질은 계속 기억할 수 있는 기능을
What?
갖추고 있습니다.
Alright.
일단 그 형상을 갖췄었다면 다른 형상으로 바로 변할 수도.
We should make it a
다시 돌아갈
plane.
수도 있죠.
그런
Come on, dude.
거군요.
That's Canto 10.
아무튼 그렇게 원하던 육지까지 잘 도착해서 다행이네요.
Aren't you glad, Cliff? We can do your trauma now. Aren't you so happy? We can unpack your trauma, and then hit it in the face with a baseball bat. Heathcliff's face lit up for a brief second before a vortex of complicated feelings overcame him.
그렇군군.
Vroom vroom, lass.
여기가
I guess that's one way to refer to her. Heathcliff was talking to Charon, but she did not reply. Maybe it was because he didn't call her by her name, or maybe it was that she didn't really know where we were either. She always drives wherever her whims take her, after all.
회색빛이 도는 것이 색을 앗아가는 그곳과 담기는 애소만 조금
그렇나?
God, like, not only is, like, their world incredibly depressing, basically none of the places are trying to not be depressing.
That's just actual South Korea, man. This is a documentary.
It's a documentary. Not only is it a shithole here, nowhere is trying to not be a shithole. T-Core.
Whole country is run by 7 families.
District America. District 20. I've never been there for myself, but I've tangentially experienced it via Yisong's Fathoms of Ego. Aye. Yeah, that place was supposed to take our colors away, wasn't it?
여유를 가져라, 히스클리프. 여긴 아직 뒷골목일 뿐이지 않나. 그저 내가 오랜 시간 몸을 담았던 곳에 초입일 뿐이지.
Virgilius, you had no reason to provoke him like that.
둥지로 바로 진입하지 않고 뒷골목을
Is fucking Dante finally starting to get a backbone? Maybe? You're right. Why are you going through the back streets again anyway?
나도 궁금하군. 뒷골목의 도로를 통하는 건 우회 경로가 많고 시간과 위험 요소 모두를 늘리는 방법일 텐데.
둥지에서 둥지로 직접 넘어가는 허가가 뒷골목을 통하는 것보다 심사 조건이 월등히 편하기도 하다.
Ishmael's question to Virgilius had opened a whole new floodgate of questions from the other sinners.
다들 그새 질문이 많아졌군.
I feel like they were really chatty at the start too. It's just they're more willing to like talk to you specifically.
내가 친절한 방법으로 설명하지 않는다는 건 바뀌지 않았을 텐데 말이지.
Okay, but hear me out, Virgilius. What if we annoy you? What if we just keep bothering you? Eventually you'll snap one way or the other.
방향에 대해 의문이 생겼다면 묻는 것이 맞지 않나요? 길잡이의 일은 방향을 가르쳐주는 것일 텐데. 설마 T사에 직접 출입 허가를 받지 못한 건가요? 림버스 컴퍼니식이나 되는 회사가? 아무리 신생회사라고는 해도 뒷배가 든든한 회사 아니었나요?
물론 대부분의 둥지에 대한 출입 허가는 받을 수 있습니다.
Most.
회사의
Not all.
뜻이다.
Virgilius silenced the entire hubbub on the bus with a short but low growl.
길잡이의 일은 회사에게 부탁받은 목적지까지 진행하는 방법을 조율하는 것이다.
So why is Virgilius working for Olympus Company, or do we not know? It just seems like an odd thing for him to do.
It's a great question. Leviathan, the Virgilius story, gives some indication of what it's probably related to, which is, I think, mirror technology and identities and stuff.
Okay.
But it's not, I think, exactly clear.
Okay. Because it just.
But we
feels
learn
like...
more about his contract, you know.
Okay. It just, at least right now, it just feels like a weird thing for him to do. Since, like, I feel like he obviously doesn't really enjoy this.
이 경로를 택한 것도 그 뜻에 따른 결과일 뿐이니 적당히 닥쳐줬으면 좋겠어.
Know your place and shut your mouth.
Perhaps the commotion was getting to him. I could tell that Virgilius was rubbing his ear out of frustration.
그런 거면.
That's an interesting quirk for Virgilius to have. When he gets angry, he just rubs his ear. That's an interesting quirk.
It's an old man quirk. Like, this is confounding bullshit.
While doubt was still apparent in Ishmael's face, she nodded affirmatively. She was acknowledging that there was little we could do about the others from the company itself. Alarms!
저 경보, 사실 뭐 우리 하는 얘기를 듣고 있는 거 아니야? 무슨 타이밍이 이렇게 좋아?
그럴 리는 없을 것 같네요. 단테.
Like always, Faust looked into the bus terminal before giving me a look that I've come to recognize. Yep, another volunteer to take care of, huh?
네, 그렇습니다.
또야? 얼마 전에도 뒷문에 변화가 생겼다면서 왔다 갔다 했잖아.
알 것 같아. 저번엔 거울 던전, 채광 던전도 변했었고. 아니 그럼 슬슬 남은 게
그레고르 씨의 추리력이 나날이 늘어나는 것을 파우스트는 긍정적으로 여깁니다.
Head like that.
굴절철도냐?
Oh yeah, that mode I haven't gotten to play yet. The bus soon fills with the sinner's exasperated sighs.
또 개같은 지하철이야.
아, 거긴 갈 때마다 피곤해지는데.
저번엔 2호선이라고 했으니까 이젠 3호선인 건가요?
그럴 확률이 높죠. 직접 가보기 전까지는 확정할 수 없지만. 단테.
I know. Going through the refraction railway takes a lot out of me too. So far, each refraction railway has had new and different patterns, and enemies we face in there were all much more powerful than any other enemies we've faced before. But it's also true that I see a noticeable improvement of Sinner's combat prowess once we've had a run through the railway. Not to mention the copious amounts of rewards. I don't remember exactly what it was, but Faust once took the time to explain the railway's abnormalities to me. That the abnormalities we found on the railway are probably not the same ones that exist in the world that we live in. It's not like we'll be able to capture them and bring them back, but they're perfect for practice, just in case we run into their real versions. Well, whatever the case, going through the railway will be a net positive for us. So, let's get going then. I took a quick glance at the sinners, then opened the door to the back door.
The door to the back door.
The door to the back door.
Back door.
Oh, okay. Who needs to do that? Not me. Yield my flesh.
No. Yield my flesh to claim their bones.
The bones. Alright, we just gotta do, the next entire canto in the next 14 days so we can do the event.
Wow.
Wow. That'll happen. Heathcliff looked out the rattling bus window with a dour expression. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was gray and opaque like an overcast sky. Black, pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. But this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam.
아직도 잿빛으로 색이 바래는구려. 분명 S사에서 도망했던 정착지는 세피아 빛으로 칠해져 있던 것 같수만.
T사의 색을 수거하는 장치가 중심에 위치해 있으니까요. 영향권에서 멀면 이런 현상이 있을 수 있다고 보고된 적이 있습니다.
Just, we have a machine to put a sepia filter over the world. Why?
No, suck out your color until you're sepia color.
Sepia filter.
아, 그런 것이었는가.
It's a matter of the relationship between light and time, you see.
Yes. Two other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subjects Yisong and Faust brought this here into.
아, 그러고 보니까.
Let me ask you guys, can we talk about literally anything else?
아, 그거.
그 이상 씨가 살았던 곳 거기랑 여기가 좀 건물들이 달라 보인다 싶어서.
그래. 그 이야기 하려고 했지.
It's been a while since
They're
we've started
trying.
on this journey together. You think they'd be better at it by this point? It's been a while since we're on this journey. You just like kind of prod Don Quixote to go say some inane thing and be good. I'm starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor and Roddy's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing.
그건 말이야.
Look, he's got the tiny smile. He's happy because he's asked a question.
He loves info dumping.
He loves info dumping! And Yisong unknowingly shooting down their efforts by jumping into another complicated discussion was another sight I'd become familiar with. While I was curious about the technology T-Corp used to drain our color, and about the behind-the-scenes of T-Corp's operations, wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting all by his lonesome, clearly in deep thought.
시계 대가리.
Hey man. Still racking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights?
뭐? 그런 거 아니야.
Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head.
아니, 생각을 안 한 건 아니긴 한데. 그냥 옛날.
I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. A part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going through the back streets instead of going straight to the T-Corp nest for a reason, and that was because of the company's orders. Maybe there's something for us to do here. Heathcliff did spend some time in the T-Corp backshoots after all. Maybe we'll run into a golden bough here?
그럴 리가 있나요? 그게 뒷골목에 굴러다니는 썩은 나뭇가지 수준이었다면.
I mean, it's true, because this is Heathcliff's fucking background. That's why. Every one of you, it's because we've gotten to something from your history. True, I guess.
애초에 그 여러 의미로 대단한 저택에 이런 뒷골목에 붙어있을 리 없잖아. 골목을 기어다니는 거렁뱅이 같은 사람들과 그들에게는
Them.
나를 초대했다는 건 이번 황금가지는 그 저택이 있는 둥지에 있을 게 뻔하겠지. 맞지?
맞습니다. 저희는 최종적으론 T사 둥지로 향할 것입니다.
Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was a sort of commotion outside.
그리고 최종이든 시작이든 간에 뭘 해보려면 저기서 걸리적거리고 있는 놈들부터 집어치워야겠군.
반 정도 맞는 말이군.
Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake.
아이씨, 예고 없이 뭘 하는 건 띠띠빵빵이나 너나 다르질 않냐 어떻게?
예고의 필요성을 느끼지는 않아서 말이지. 아무튼 바깥에 보이는 놈들은 다 계시다.
제거 대상이라는 뜻인가?
그런 의미만 있지는 않지. 정확한 정보는 없었지만 아무튼 저 무리 속에서 접촉해야 할 대상이 있다더군. 그 녀석을 찾아서 정보를 얻어오면 된다. 관리자.
Could he make his eyes glow red on demand before he was named the Crimson or whatever?
That's probably why that's why he was called the Red Gaze, I imagine. I don't think he was able to do that after becoming it.
What a weird ability to have. Just like, on command, I do the red glowy eyes. How are we supposed to find this target if you're not even going to tell us who it is?
타겟을 특정할 방법이 없는지 묻는군요.
When are you guys going to stop pretending that Virgilius can't understand me?
가면 알게 되겠지. 제게도 없는 정보를 물어봐야 소용이 없습니다. 단테. 그럼
단테.
저는 하차.
Dude, unless that is the voice actor's like actual voice, his throat must kill him after he does a lot of Virgilius.
He just smokes a lot.
Unless that's his actual like voice. Because like, you can have that be your normal voice and be fine, but like if you're like Dante, it's like that would rip your throat if it's not what you normally do. I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, we've always managed to pull through anyway. I'm sure things will get a little clearer once we get there. I slowly disembarked the bus with the rest of the sinners. God, I remember doing some games and just like the voice I would arbitrarily choose for characters, like this isn't gonna be a main character, this is gonna be a side character.
And they last forever, and they have the most pitched, gravelly, horrible...
gargling gravel is the voice, like, oh god, what have I done?
어디서?
This is a bad idea.
준비한 대로만 하면.
And then, you know, I'd end it and like, ow.
경계! 그쪽으로 튑니다!
Anarchy!
내가 알아서 잡는다. 너는 네 몸뚱아리 단돌이나 잘하고 있어.
What a mess. We walked out of the bus and right into what appears to be a battlefield of a violent gang war. Black cloaks flutter under the gray sky and bloodthirsty blades clash violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of the battle.
저건 흑운회인가요?
Hirokumo clan. I've heard of them before. I'm sure we had some identity that from that syndicate. Some identity cards said Wakashu too. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the Thumb. I think the identities were outfits similar to ones they're wearing here. I think you're right, but who are they fighting?
항쟁이겠지.
Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice, like he was reading from an encyclopedia.
조직끼리 치고받고 싸우는 건 뒷골목에서 흔한 일이잖아. 또 자리 세니 자기들 영역이니 하며 실랑이인 거겠지.
어느 곳에나 있는 것이로군. 힘으로 위세를 높이며 약한 자들의 고열을 빠는 자들이.
새삼스러운 것도 없지. 정도의 차이지. 조직이라면 대부분 비슷하니까. 이를테면 그래. 저런 놈이 반드시 찾아오기 마련이지.
Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurakumo clan members.
뭐야 당신들? 10명도 넘는 것들이 모였어. 봤다 안 내려? 한판 벌여보자는 거냐?
어이, 일단 과격한 행동은 피하지. 자극해봐야 좋을 게 없지 않나.
Okay, but Otis, counterpoint. What if we did, though?
Who would stop?
Who would stop us? Otis stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the approaching man.
결말이 뻔히 나 있는데 그럴 필요가 있겠냐?
저자와 결국 싸워야만 하는 건가요?
예.
뻔하지 뭐. 항쟁을 하고 있었던 놈들이니 당연히 여긴 자기네 땅이라고 우길 거고. 그러는 와중에 제3자들이 지나갈 모양새니 통행세를 달라고 하겠지.
잘 알고 있네.
The Kurakumo clan henchman shredded before us like he owned the place.
멍청한가 싶다가도 이런 일만 되면 꼭 탐정같이 청산유수인 게 신기하다니까요.
Wow, Ishmael, it's almost like just like how you knew everything about the Great Lakes or whatever. Heathcliff, who lived here, knows about the place back here. Wow, weird, crazy. Ishmael muttered to Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, "I told you so."
잘 알고 있는 것 같으니까 용건만 간단히 해주지. 통행세 1인당
500,000.
50만 원.
I got like $5.
I think that's like $5,000.
I got like
Basically a
$5.
steal.
어디 하나, 둘, 13세. 저 뒤에 버스도 너희들이
I'd like to
타고 오겠지?
imagine like
운전수도 있을 거고.
the alternate reality where like the camera turns around and like you see the bus and you see Virgilius just standing there, bright red eyes,
daring him to approach.
포함해서 내놔라. 괜히 안쪽까지 뒤지다가 일 복잡하게 만들지 말고.
단테 들었어? 완전
I got some pocket lint. Kind of is, isn't it? Well, it didn't really matter how much you're asking for. I wasn't gonna negotiate them anyway. Ishmael turned to look quietly in my direction. I nodded back. Hit him!
잠깐, 저 뒤에
Don Quixote pointed at something.
쓰러진 자가 있어. 저자를 도와야 하지 않겠는가?
Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black
야,
cloaks.
정의놀이 적당히 하랬지. 조직하고 조직끼리 싸웠는데 누구 편을 들어?
동의한다. 또한 난전 속에서 피해를 감수하며 저자를 구해야 할 명분도 지시도 없다.
하지만 저리 무력하게.
I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago thanks to Don Quixote's recklessly valiant rescue attempt. Yes! Well, we made it 5 extra minutes!
What if she says pretty please, you know?
I suppose she's learned her lessons by trials of fire. She was under sort of restraint for once. But it's a bit different this time. Okay, so I do think that woman, but...
뭐?
But...
관리자님, 이해한 것처럼 끄덕여놓고서 이러시면 곤란한데요.
No, I'm not saying that we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. But she was telling us the truth earlier. There's a chance that we're purposely made to drive right through this strife, which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. They always put us in harm's way for a reason, after all. I just have a feeling that the wounded woman might have something to tell us, maybe. An intel of some kind? And if it turns out we're supposed to get that intel from the Kurakumo clan and not that woman, then we just beat up out of them.
훌륭하십니다, 관리자님. 이 오티스 진심으로 감탄했습니다.
Actually, what, is she implying that her usual flattery is phony? Yes!
You silly little clock.
Yes, Dante!
듣고 있자 하니 흑운회를 지나가는 똥개 취급하는 모양새. 적을 구하니 많이 하는 건 그래, 니놈들 검계와 관련이 있군.
I do have some of their IDs. I could practically hear negotiation. Not that I was good at negotiate. Falling apart as the man drew his blade.
합리적인 숙고와 선택 반드시 승리로 갚아드리겠습니다. 청원 전투 준비.
I need more of like the ridiculous brown nosing Otis. I'm just reminded of the will you let me take the first watch, Dante? No. Please! No! I need this!
이번에는 제대로 들어갔군.
I love when they fail every fucking coin.
It's the best feeling ever, isn't it?
I still always hear Aracana, bitch.
아무것도 남지 마라.
편히 쉬시게.
It does. I understand like why for like balance purposes, and even with like the just get balance purpose, it's already really strong. It does make me really sad that with like the degree to which the Hanlu is like I buff other high show characters, that you can't have just a full high show like 12 set.
시간을 빼앗기신 걸까요?
I mean, we were never gonna get 12 Heisho identities.
No, we never were. I'm not saying that. Oh, it could have had, or, you know, like I thought it would have. It just, it's sad to me, like having the character whose entire. I mean, I say his entire gimmick, but that's not accurate. It's just one of his gimmicks. It's just high show buff, high show buff, high show buff. I retreat, high show replace me. You know, it's like.
Throw in the Heisho, let them get slaughtered, come back to Aura Farm after.
Yeah,
the perfect plan.
And again, it's not like you know, like if they did release 12 high shows for him to go, it'd probably be kind of insane, you know. But it's just like the synergy for this being a single player game. At least that makes it for me like just the feeling of like the team is so much more important than like its strength, you know?
Well, I think I kind of see what you're saying.
좋아, 이걸로 사건 해결.
전개가 예상되는 삼추소 수준의 전투였군.
다른 분들도 수고 많으셨네요.
허접. 별것도 없이 배짱만 두둑했군.
While the rest of the senators were slowly recovering from the excitement of battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side.
맥을.
아, 맥을 이마에 대고 재다니 그럴 수도 있군요.
Thanks, Alnu.
살아있네.
그러니까 이 녀석이 정보를 갖고 있을 거라고?
Maybe, Heathcliff. The sinners, one by one, began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in an all-black garb like the Kurokumo clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokumo clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others.
관리자님, 전투 중 몇몇 흑운의 조직원을 신문했으나
Question them during the battle. So it's just her then. I hope my gut feeling proves me right.
산자는 이자밖에 없는 것 같네. 우선 버스에 옮겨 응급 조치를 취하는 게 어떻겠는가?
Yeah, I don't see any other way. We don't carry a first aid kit with us, and I can't turn the clock to heal her, so So, do you mind carrying her back to the bus?
알겠습니다.
I do not. Thus, we made our way back to the bus, Merceau carrying the dying blade beneath her.
또 달고
Another tag-along who's going to be dead by the end of the week. Cool.
Hey, the record's been getting better.
Huh?
Pilot lived.
Did we ever bring him on board though? Didn't we like meet Pilot? We had the entire thing and
We
we told him to
definitely
fuck off.
specifically decided not to bring him on board
Yeah,
because
we
he would definitely
we
have
met
died.
we met Pilot, and he told us about how like the others sacrificed themselves to save him, and he went, "I want to come with," and he went, "No," and went, "Oh."
Well, he also mentioned that Sod lived, so there's, you know, the retroactive number has gone down ever so slightly. It's a really bad record. Samjo, I must dive into the goop.
Into the goop. Virgilius didn't seem very happy about this. I do feel the need to point out though that all
Your direction sucked?
No, that none of them was our fault.
That's true.
Everyone died completely unconnected from our actions. It's not like we had a deal with Samjo. He just arbitrarily decided, I'm gonna jump in the goo.
I have side character syndrome. I need to die.
The first
now.
character arbitrarily said, I'm gonna go poke the anomaly.
The apple.
I'm gonna go poke it. The other
Effie died in the line of duty.
Effie
Hats off
died
to
in the
Effie.
line of duty. We just kind of found out he was there. That was inconvenient timing. And yeah.
Don Rang also dead.
Yeah.
Ahab dead. Queequeg dead. Starbuck dead.
Nope. Also, none of it our fault.
Oh, you know what? Smee and Ricardo both lived, though they were definitely antagonistic.
None of it our fault. All of them
Oh,
died.
you know what? The Indigo Elder. He lived.
Do we
He's
know
also
that?
a color, but...
We don't know that. He might have died.
He was off screen.
Yeah, he just went, I'm gonna continue my hunt, and then he sunk.
Did until he
and then he
died.
sunk. We had no choice. We have to save her first if we're gonna get any answers out of her.
정보가 있을 것이라고 판단되는 인물을 우선 구명해야 한다고 판단했다고 말하고 있네요. 파우스트도 이 부분은 동의합니다.
Well, Faust agrees, then we're...
이미 벌어진 일은 어쩔 수 없지. 하지만
Virgilius, you can't say that now. You're like 9 people too late. I had a feeling that Virgilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Nope.
본인은 관리자 나리가 옳은 처사를
Don,
했다고.
I appreciate...
Thank you, Don.
Don, while I do appreciate it, you and I both know that's not gonna convince Virgilius in any way. Thanks. Just I was starting to dread that this bus is doomed to be eternally uncomfortable. Yi-sung emerged from the back door of good news.
조치는 전부 끝내었어. 이제
And before he even finished his sentence. Wow. Got better fast. The woman was awake.
Those city states hit different. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom, grab dinner and water. I'll be back. But
I
we're gonna
will
continue
also
obviously.
go to the bathroom then.
Oh,
I
okay.
have to go too.
떳떳하시
So shall we
Don't wait on me,
return?
because I'm gonna be like 10 minutes.
We shall return momentarily.
Da 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 da.
Even. And now we await the boy. Let's see. Why are we waiting? Let's get this. Let's just do his excavation real quick. So this should be. We should be able to do this before he gets back. And just be making progress. Get my dailies out of the way. I just press P plus enter.
그러니까
I go. Oh.
저 앞에 보이는 분들이 저일까요?
이탑 온다.
잠든 그대.
그렇지. 그게 바로 핵심 증거라고.
이대로 몰아붙이면 아무 저항도 못하고 사건이 해결될 수밖에 없겠는데요.
I wonder what characters are going to be released next in this. We got the Iconocamu. Who do we still need? We still need a Ryoshu, a Gregor, a Yisong. I guess I'll have to ask Hunter if the Walpurgis Night IDs count against the season. The ones that can get
이제 찾아오면
나도 지킬 게 많거든.
이제 깨우치시길.
예상대로 적은 완벽히 제압했네.
이제 조금 더 진상에 다가갈 수 있겠군요.
무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원할 뿐.
사라져라.
God damn.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추려.
Just a casual theater damage. No buffs. My name is Don Quixote. I'm the new fucking I'm the new ID.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹었어. 우와, 무슨 일이 있었나?
모조리 치워버리죠.
깨우치시길.
좋아, 이걸로 사건 해결.
전개가 예상되는 3추 소수준의 전투였군.
다른 분들도 수고 많으셨네요.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였습니다.
My collection of thread grows larger.
가주 심사엔 참가하지도
Yes.
작전 종료. 지정된 장소로 들어간다.
영맥이었군. 겨우 이 정도의 작전. 야밤.
Yes. Because I want to get the Hanlu when he comes. Well, obviously.
I am returned.
Welcome back. I was looking like, yes, I have the thingies. I was wondering who their the character after Hanlu is gonna be. I was like, all right. I was like, we haven't got a Gregor yet. We haven't had an Otis or a. We haven't had a Gregor, Otis, or Ryoshu. Or a.
I'm like, what? What? For season 6?
Have we not had a Ryoshu?
We haven't had a Ryoshu, but she does have the Mao ID.
Well,
so...
they can give her something else. They can give her Thumb Ryoshu. I don't know.
Well, they gave Thumb Mersol and Thumb Sinclair.
And they can also give Thumb Ryoshu. You don't know them.
We got Ishmael, we got Rhodia, we got Gregor. We don't have an Otis. We don't have a Heathcliff, and we don't have a Yisong or Don Quixote. So those are the 4 that would get one, I think, if we get another. I don't know who we or what we would get for the seasonal IDs.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna, you know, it's gonna for sure be.
I guess we did just get Otis for the event, so we wouldn't get Otis.
Yeah.
So it would be Don Quixote, Yisong, or Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Oh, we could get Advisor Yisong. You get the Yisong that was in Ishmael's Uptai story. It's possible.
Oh yeah.
That guy's also Heisho adjacent, so
he's like, I'm adjacent. That's good enough to give me the Heisho buff. Good enough.
시선을 맞출 정도의 위치.
Is X Heisho, you know, it checks out.
I was just wondering. Yeah. Anyway,
back to the interval.
Back to the interval.
I have ramen.
Oh, ramen good.
죽음 충동 억제, 관념 봉인.
Something about that CG is funny to me.
Yeah.
아, 여기는 버스 아니에요? 아, 저희는
태도.
Blade lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of her blade, ready to draw at any moment.
니놈들은 누구냐? 흑운에?
No.
아니라고.
그러니까 저희는
그런데 왜 그들이 쓰는 무기와 흡사한 것을?
말이 안 통하네. 그냥 죽일까?
One, we've swapped 2 sentences with her. Yeah, listening, gotta kill her.
Ryoshu! She pisses me off.
하나는 대화를 주고받지 않아 쓸데없이 이야기를 길게
She made
늘리게
it
하는.
so I had to use actual words.
또 하나는 그 밥버러지들의 쓰레기 같은 날붙이와 나의 검을 동일 선상에 놓는 것. 모분을.
You don't even use it, Ryoshu.
Ever. Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Yoshi often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected times, but at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief. She does listen to Dante a surprising amount.
자세히 보니 다르군. 복장도 전혀 다른 식으로 통일되어 있고. 특히 자네는 누구지? 요란한 시계를 달고 있군. 째깍거리는 게 전부인가?
그는 우리의 관리자요. 그대에게는 그의 목소리가 들리지는 않을 것이오.
익숙한 내음이 묻어있는 말투로군.
What?
내가 전전에 오던 구역에서도 나의 말투와 흡사한 친우를 많이 보진 못했다만.
말투는 그렇지. 하지만 선택하는 단어의 면면에 익숙함이 보여. 19구. S사 출신인가?
도망했으나 출신은 그러하오.
그런가. 도망이라. 고향 사람들은 늘 처지가 같군.
We took the black marker and we just put it over her face. Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored.
나의 이름은 이상이라 하오. 그대의 상처를 치료했지.
아, 귀하에게 은혜를 입었는데 행동이 볼품없었군. 미안하네. 앵두라고 불러주시게. 검을 다루는 게 살수를 맡고 있어. 단테. 이번엔 이상 씨가 이야기를 잘 풀어가 줄 것 같은데?
Looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I'm sure this won't go poorly. I nodded, replying quickly to Radia's whispers.
19구. S사에서 도망한 자라면 우리를 알고 있겠지.
저작거리의 소문에 박진 않으나 대강은 그대들은 어딘가에 매이지 않고 자유히 돌아다닌다고 알고 있었는데 어찌 도망인의 처지라고 말한 것인가?
사정은 말하자면 길 것이고 그저 새로운 터전을 찾아야만 했노라고 말할 수밖에.
소상한 사정을 읊는다면 우리가 도울 수 있는 부분이 있을지도 모르지 않은가?
Ongdu shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion.
하긴 그들을 전부 해치운 자들이라면 어느 정도의 실력자일 테지. 우리 우두머리와 친구들의 수급은 그들 후군에게 현상금이 걸려있는 상태다.
My bet is we get Heisho Don Quixote and Heisho Heathcliff as our last 2 IDs of the season. Fuck it, bring more Heisho.
I would love Heisho Heathcliff. Just... his weapon is just a giant snake bat.
It's gotta be the upcoming event.
민생이 어지러운
The
것은
first interval of Kanto 8. They're gonna introduce more Heisho.
가장 커다란 문제. 그러나 S사
이제는 살피뼈 농축산이 되어버린 그 날개의 행보에 그저 무예를 단련하며 무인의 길을 가려는 우리 같은 자들이 무얼 해볼 수 있는 것도 아닌 게 현실이지.
And I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to like pronounce words in this
떠나는
one.
선택지만 남았던 것이다.
Korean words are so easy to say.
S사 민초들의 고충은 여전하구려.
Sound it out. Oh God.
새로운 터전을 찾으러 떠난 길이었으나 정착할 곳을 찾는 게 쉽지는 않았지. 이미 남의 영역이 된 곳에 발을 디디려 하니 당연히 우리는 다툼의 대상이 될 수밖에 없었고, 그러던 중 우두머리가 가져온 초대장이란 걸 통해 도서관에 들어가게 되었던 기억이 있네.
Virgilius, who'd been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair, far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember that the word library always got a genuine reaction of Virgilius.
기억이 있다라는 말은 다소 어색하구려.
분명 그곳은 후군의 손이 닿지 못할 것이라는 이야기를 듣고 도달한 곳이었지만 실상 그것도 싸움터였다는 이야기요. 분명 우리는 패했고, 그리고 어느 순간 이곳 T사의 골목에 있게 되었다는 이야기요. 그 방식이 워낙 기묘하니 기억이 있다. 정말 김사카도
Mentor bamboo hatchet Kim. Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence. Angdu leaped from her seat.
우두가 아직 빌딩에. 용진 빌딩으로 가야 하네.
조심하시게. 그렇게 격정적으로 움직이면 봉한 상처가.
뭐야? 죽었어?
혈액이 부족한데 압력은 높아졌으니 쇼크가 오는 것도 무리는 아니죠. 기절한 것뿐입니다.
그래도 관리자님이 예상하신 대로 무언가 정보를 가지고 있긴 하군요.
용진 빌딩. 이곳에 향해야 하는 이유가 있다는 건가?
Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Maybe it's that library that we should.
비상.
Do not do that one.
앞에 칼 들고 설치는 검은 사람들 엄청 많아. 맵이 다치겠다. 승객들 출동.
흑운의 후속 인력들인 것 같습니다, 관리자님.
Well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements.
이 안정감 있고
시간
부드럽게
끌 것
접히는
없이
툭신.
모조리
최선.
지워버리죠.
이런 툭신한
지워.
말은 안 풀리는 일이에요.
틈을 끊어.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 이상에
아무것도
맞추려면
남지 마라.
그게 제격이지.
방금 건 아무 쓸모도 없었어. 바보.
강력한 공격은 단순히
만만치
적을
않겠군.
제거하는
본인이
이점만
하지!
있는 것이 아니고
지금은 좋았어요.
이제 저는 자신도 그렇게 될 거라는 불안에 휩싸일 테니
I can't pet you from over there. If you want me to pet you, come closer.
이것밖에 못하는.
골치 아픈 것들이
만만치
고기
않겠군.
조각이 되었군요.
본인이 하지!
따뜻해.
히어!
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
아르카나 빛! 흠차!
편히 쉬시게. 잠든 그대를 기릴
이제 깨우치시게.
이것밖에 못하는. 그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
예상대로 적은
Man,
완벽히
it's just,
제압했네.
it's so entertaining, like playing through, you know, like the Canto Intervallo. Like 90% of it is just like it's reading followed by P plus enter for like a minute, and then reading for like 30.
You gotta, it's like
노래 부를까?
watching Subway Surfers, man. You just press the button and look at the pretty colors, you know?
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 받아볼 처리는
지금은 좋았어.
정화되었네.
지키기 위해서 너도 누군가에게
그렇지.
맡겨졌겠지.
그게 바로 핵심 증거라고.
이대로 몰아붙이면 아무 저항도 못하고 사건이 해결될 수밖에 없겠는데요?
그렇게 서 있으면 덕분에 위험한
좋아.
순간도
이걸로
넘어간 적.
사건.
The voice lines, they're overlapping.
삼추소 수준의
They're going to speak even further beyond. They won't stop talking.
또 수고 많으셨네요.
I think I'm gonna turn off the new one just because they don't have that many lines, at least that I've seen, and the ones they do, it's just a lot of them talking. So how come some of them have like the like the play, pause, accelerate buttons down at the bottom, and other ones don't? Is it just stylistic choice, or is it like because these are from the
Walpurgis? Yeah, they're Walpurgis. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
They're older tapes, you know. You can see even that the LobCorp one looks different from the library one.
I was wondering.
With Pierre and Jack being from library and the Queen of Hatred being LobCorp.
사랑과 정의 이름으로 지금 이곳에 등장.
Let's see, Tuesday. Ah, fuck me. I have to do the fucking last mirror dungeons on my weekly's done.
날 보십시오.
전탄격발.
지키기 위해서
사랑으로 정의 이름으로.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가
막아내지
있겠지.
못해.
기대하고 있겠습니다.
You're not supposed to lose. Foster's supposed to never lose clashes.
적들이 흔들흔들 기회 아니야?
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추려. 그게 체격이지.
그래. 그렇게 시원하게 처리해.
It will always be wild to me that they release both the Don Quixote and Radia IDs. It's like if they have positive SP, then they have positive coin power. If they're at negative SP, then they have negative coin power.
It's a great way to solve the negative SP problem, you know?
I mean, you're not.
Also helps that Rodia cannot corrode herself, which is a little stupid. But like, it makes it easy.
It does. It does make it very easy. It just wild. Like, oh yeah, the part of the balancing factor of minus coin is that, you know, if you're positive, it's really bad, and it be, you know, at their power, you're supposed to be juggling, corroding or not. So I'm trying to, nah.
승객이 딱 한 방 먹였어.
차라리
And it's not that she doesn't do any damage when she's not in negative mode.
She still does good.
She's still strong in positive
she's
mode.
still strong in positive mode.
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군.
Not as strong, but she's still strong.
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
I look at my Discord, Lily playing Toby Fox.
편히 쉬시게. 잠든 그대를 길을.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
나도 지킬 게 많거든.
We return to the bus after dispatching the Kurokumo clan members that attacked the bus. Hello? Who are you? Only be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat of our bus.
이상하군 길잡이. 분명 논의되지 않은 손님은 들이지 말아야 한다는 말을 들은 지 1시간이 지나지 않았는데
외부인에 한해서라고. 눈앞에 신분이 버젓이 쓰여 있지 않나?
No. I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo clear emblazoned on her. Are you from the LCCB?
LCCA다. 시계 관리자.
Right. I can see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder.
이 사람 관리자님 말이 들리나요?
안 들려. 태엽 소리를 번역하는 재능도 없다.
TikTok interpretation.
그렇게 멍청한 느낌으로 고개를 까딱이고 있는데 모르는 게 더
They're
힘들다.
not stupid.
What do you mean blank stupid look? I don't have a facial expression.
무슨 말을...
Ishmael scowled about to tell the woman off until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old
나는
attitude.
클리어 부서 애프터팀 소속 일반 작전 2과 알파 팀장 카이만이다.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the After Team in person.
그야 우리가 개고생했던 걸 꿀떡하는 놈들이니 눈에 띌 리가.
말은 바로 하지 길바닥 출신.
뭐?
애프터팀은 너희 같은 목숨 버리개들이 깽판 쳐놓은 현장을 정상화시키고 없던 일이 될 수 있도록 수습하는 매우 수고스러운 일을 하는 팀이지.
저희가 목숨 버리게라고 불리나
They do
보죠?
waste lives.
그뿐일까? 목숨 버리게 범퍼카, 돈 먹는 버스, 고기 방패, 얻어 걸린 또라이. 뭐 더 있기는 한데 그게 지금 당장 필요한 이야기 같진 않군.
이 새끼가 말하는 꼬라지는 계속 그따위일 거냐?
특별히 고칠 이유가 없다면 고치지 않는다. 내 지론이다. 앞뒤 가리지 않고 황금가지를 회수하는 게 일이라곤 하지만 그 뒤에서 개같이 구르는 사람을 생각하지 못하는 반푼이에겐 더욱 고칠 필요가 없지.
그쯤하지, 카이만 팀장.
뭐 육지거리를 하러 온 건 아니었으니까요. 상부의 작전 명령을 하달합니다.
Hyman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud.
LCB의 T사 황금가지 탈환 작전 이전에 추가적인 임무를 하달합니다. 하나, 해당 구역 근처에 발생한 뒤틀림을 제거 혹은 확보할 것. 둘, 해당 위치에 있는 검은 비석 모노리스를 확보할 것.
A monolith? What's this now?
뒤틀림? 이미 뒤틀려 있다는 뜻인가요?
모른다. 이 추가 작전은 LCC가 관여되어 있지 않지. 나는 그저 T사에서의 업무를 처리하다가 전달 임무만 받은 것뿐이다. 우리의 임무는 황금가지의 탈환뿐일 텐데 언제부터 우리가 심부름꾼 해결사 노릇을 주문받았지? 지금 주문받았군. 그리고 황금가지를 배달해오는 너희가 특별히 심부름꾼과 다를 바도 없지.
확실히 알겠네. 애프터팀이라는 곳은 성격 더러운 사람들만 들어가는 곳인가 봐.
Rudian grumbled like she was imagining an apartment full of Kaimans. Kaiman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinners and approached me. Yeah?
뭐라고 말하는지는 어차피 안 들리고 당신이나 당신 졸개들이나 아직도 뭘 모르는 것 같아 친절히 설명을 몇 개 해주겠어.
Kaiman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture.
LCB는 분명 황금가지를 가져오는 게 임무다. 그건 맞아. 부정할 수 없지. 하지만 림버스 컴퍼니라는 회사의 목적이 황금가지 탈환이요라고 말하고 다니는 건 문제가 있지 않겠나? 그게 당장의 벌이 수단이 되지도 않고.
그건 맞는 말이네요. 사실 궁금했거든요. 이 회사가 대체 무슨 돈으로 돌아가고 있는 건지.
뭐 돈은 걱정할 필요 없다. 오히려 차고 넘치지. 지금 이 회사에 부족한 건 대외적인 입지와 명분이다. 림버스 컴퍼니는 그 명분을 뒤틀림에서 찾기로 정했었다. 뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 아직 도시에서 체계적으로 관리되는 건 아니거든.
Faust told me some time ago that it has been long since the distortions began appearing in the city.
림버스 컴퍼니는 대외적으로 뒤틀림 현상 전문 처리 및 방역, 또한 현상의 연구를 하는 집단으로 도시의 이름을 알리는 중이다. 그러니 다방면으로 관련 활동이
Building your reputation.
뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 꽤나 골치 아픈 상황이라고 들었던 것 같긴 하네요.
아직도 이 현상을 누가 명확하게 정의한 적이 없다. 그러니 전담하기를 꺼리고. 뒤틀림을 전담하는 협회가 발족하려는 동향이 있다고 들었지만 그건 어디까지나 협회. 림버스 컴퍼니는 기업 차원에서 그걸 다루려는 것이다.
그래서 그게 우리가 뒤틀림을 조져야 하는 이유가 되나?
되지. 회사 가장 높은 곳에서 내린 명령이니까. 길바닥엔 그런 게 없었나 보지?
안 되겠다. 그냥 오늘 머리 부수고 끝장을 보자 너.
관리자.
Kaiman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face him.
지금 이들에게 내가 대하고 있는 태도. 나아가서 회사에서 이들을 어떻게 취급할지까지. 그건 결국 관리자의 선택과 지도에 따라 달라질 거다.
Ew. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over.
하지만 뭐 선택은 자유니까. 저들 말대로 원래 LCB의 임무인 황금가지만 고집해도 상관은 없다. 그런다고 너희 고기방패들이 회사에서 쫓겨나게 되진 않겠지. 물론 그 선택이 수감자들의 처우를 결정하겠지만.
Virgilius listens quietly, his eyes shut.
그럼 가보겠습니다. 붉은 시선. 다음에 또 보죠.
그러시지. 하지만 그때 또 본다면 말은 좀 가려가면서 하면 좋게. 이렇게 보여도 내가 당신이 말한 이 고기 방패들 결잡이라서 말이야. 내 귀까지 거슬리진 않게 부탁하지.
뭐 그건 관리자에게 달려있겠죠. 그럼 실례하죠.
She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind her.
갔냐? 그 재수없는 새끼?
After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged.
듣고만 있는 것도 꽤 힘든 일이네. 나이 먹고 성질은 다 죽였다고 생각했는데.
Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys. Really raising that bar.
숨은 의도를 간파해야 할 필요는 없으니 생각 정리가 편리했던 것 또한 사실이다.
뭐 그렇게 생각할 수도 있는 거겠죠. 아무튼 그 인간 말 맞다나 회사가 시키는 일은 또 할 수밖에 없는 거고요.
명령을 수행하는데 특별히 첨언할 말도 없군.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of a note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and mission location: Yongjin Jindo.
철발하지, 카론.
That was a long sigh.
좋아, 감이 온다. 삐릭삐릭.
삐릭삐릭.
부릉부릉.
Judging by the lack of surprise, both Karen and Virgilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off.
Good for them.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 필두, 출진.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
시간 끌 것도 없이
조금만 기다려줄게.
모조리 치워버리죠.
편히 쉬시게.
대성공이야. 카론 신나. 노래 부를까? 우와, 카론도 깜짝.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 뭐 그러지 마시는. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지. 골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었고
P plus enter.
성과입니다.
It's a powerful tech.
It really is.
불끈한 지원했고
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴때 적합한 조치였습니다.
이것밖에 못하나.
차라리 승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 우와, 카론도 깜짝.
나아가 주게.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추면 그게 체격이.
전격발. 확실히 훌륭하군. 5번 수감자. 덕분에 위험한
You should have him reload at the start of fights so we can watch the cool ass skill 3 animation more.
Watch, Isong?
No, the Mercil.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
I want to see his cool ass 7 strike death flurry more.
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
Okay, well, I will try to do that more. I wish there was just a quicker way. Like, I mean, it's fine, I guess, since it's the whatever fights, not focused ones.
이제 깨우치시게.
야! 아르카나 슬레이버!
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Oh, I
의의를
got
바로
it.
세우는 데 일조하였으니
Pocket watch.
내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요. 필두, 출진.
I love pocket watches. Something continued to nag in the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There was this one thing I just could not understand. This is pretty much expected from Virgilius at this point, but if you already knew where we were going and why, would it hurt to tell us for once? I muttered to myself while looking toward the back of the bus where Ongdu slept. She was still out cold. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think that this is something we have to talk about. Can you please relay my question to Virgilius?
그럼 내가 말하지. 갈등은 때때로 필요한 법이다. 어이, 길잡이!
Otis relayed my question, then began to share some of her own grievances with Virgilius. A lot of her own grievances.
Thanks, Otis.
Thanks, Otis.
뭐 사실이다. 이미 무전으로 세부적인 내용은 전달받았지. 미리 말하지 않은 이유. 상황에 몰아놓고 학습해야 깨닫는 인재들이라 굳이 먼저 말하진 않았을 뿐이다. 어차피 먼저 말해봐야 반발심밖에 더 생길까.
True, but fuck you anyway?
Harsh but true.
이번 일을 거부할 생각인 겁니까?
No. How could I? They're already treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, I can't imagine how much worse it'll get.
그럴 순 없겠다고 생각하겠지.
Fuck you. I definitely can't hear you. What we're talking about. I can definitely look at me that he already knew what I was gonna say. I try to wonder if he really can't hear me.
마침 손님께서 계신 모양이군. 카론의 감으로는 정확한 위치를 잡을 수 없으니.
Again, this would have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start, but like always, Virgilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He had already closed his eyes.
내가 가서 상황을 설명하겠소.
Yisong got up with an awkward smile in an attempt to clear the air. After some time, Yisong seemed to have successfully explained our circumstances to Ongdu. She was standing next to Charon, trying to give her proper directions. She'd also oh, look at a repeat of this. You're supposed to take a left here. The vibes say no.
Your vibes are incorrect.
She'd also told us that as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind us taking the black steel for ourselves.
여기서 오른쪽. 저것들이 벌써 진을 저렇게 치고서.
People dressed in Kirokumo clan garbs wandering around the building, standing guard before its entrance.
내려야. 김 작가님.
뒤틀림은 시간을 오래 끌수록 제압하기 어려울 것입니다.
Ongdu had already leaped out of the bus and was rushing in for weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해보죠, 단테.
나아가주게.
Get him! Fucking burst soul.
무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원해 본.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
적들이 흔들흔들.
나아가주게.
기회 아니야?
훌륭하군요.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 그런 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
칼은 빙글빙글.
그렇게 서 있으니
정확한 이제 깨우치시게.
편히 쉬시게.
그래. 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
나아가주게.
Show us the power, burst soul.
전력으로
Yeah.
확실히 훌륭하군, 5번 수감자. 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이 많다.
편히 쉬시게.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다. 골치 아픈 것들이
Savage Tiger Slayer's perfected flurry of blades.
보지 않은 성과입니다.
훌륭하군요. 틈을 끊이지 깨우치시게.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
그대 또한 잠들게.
이제 평화가 대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
I love the fucking thruster on the sword. Just near.
전력으로 상대하마.
전탄격발.
I think he's dead.
I think he's dead.
저는 기억해두겠습니다, 단테. 면담에서 치하할 만한 일이 생겼어. 진정.
이놈이 마지막이었던 것 같군. 피 냄새. 방금 솟아오른 것부터 잔뜩 늘어붙은 향기까지. 직접 보지 않아도 다양한 혈흔의 콜라주가 펼쳐져 있겠군. 이자는 아무렇지도 않게 잔혹한 생각을 하는군.
Yeah.
아무튼 이제 안으로 들어설 수
I don't.
있겠군.
Dude, have you not connected the? I mean, I guess Don Quixote hasn't been talking that much, but have you not connected the dots that like nobody in this group is normal? Like Yi Song and Gregor and are Radia are like the most normal people here.
And that's saying something.
Ongdu did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building's entrance.
아이, 시키절에다 깬 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 대단하구만.
정신력이겠지. 우두머리가 잡혀있다면 저럴 수밖에.
아, 그런데 6층밖에 안 되는 건물을 빌딩이라고 부르기도 하나 보네요?
네.
Konglu.
뒷골목에서는 비교적 흔한 일이죠.
I looked up toward the rooftop of the building Honglu was looking at, and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now?
거울 줄까?
My head doesn't actually tell time, you know.
현재 시각은 오후 2시 10분입니다.
2 in the afternoon. It's not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? How is it this gloomy and dark at 2 in the afternoon? So lose my sense of time in here.
여기가 유독 심한 것 같네.
Back in a winter.
뭐
Pitch black at like 4 p.m.
그건 그렇지.
T사의 뒷골목은 줄곧 이런 상태라고 알려져 있습니다. 기계가 계속해서 돌아가면서 연기를 지속적으로 배출하는 환경인데다 색이 추출되고 있으므로 더욱 매캐해 보이게 만들죠. 물론 이건 연기 전쟁의 결과로 제약이 걸려 많이 저감된 모습이지 이전에는
노닥거릴 시간 없지 않은가? 어서 들어오시오.
We don't have time for a history lesson, Faust. We hurry toward Ongdu's urgent cries.
검기 쪽에 아직도 부를 사람이 남았을 줄이야.
뭐야? 벌써 다 해치워놨네?
잔챙이들이요. 어째 하나같이 위로 올라갈 생각은 못하고 실력도 안 되는 것들을 깡으로 덤비기만 하더군.
An electric buzzer source played from the radio that I had stashed in my clues. Someone calling this radio? The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio.
여기는 LCD. 다 들리지? 들려? 대답! 빨리!
The voice coming from the other end of the radio was upbeat, to put it mildly, and very chaotic. Okay, just press this button, right? Well, I'll talk, but that you could hear.
진짜 쎄깍거려. 아, 이럴 때가 아니지. 어차피 전달만 하면 끝이니까 굳이 대답할 필요는 없어.
Okay.
급하니까 한 번만 말할게. 너희가 회수해야 한다고 전달받은 모노리스, 그 검은 비석 말이야. 지금 그 위치에서 모노리스의 활동 신호가 엄청 강하게 나오거든?
강제로 뒤틀림하를 시킨다고?
그거 전부 흘러나오기 전에 빨리 회수해야 해. 알았지? 이건 또 뭐야? 미안. 여기도 일하는 중이라 바쁘거든. 길게는 말 못 해주겠다. 암튼 급하다고 분명히 말했다. 이상 전달 끝.
The call dropped before any of us even had a chance to say anything. She's pretty lively, huh?
한가롭게 감상을 말할 때냐?
여기 엘리베이터는 고장난 것 같아요.
그대들도 급해질 이유가 이제 충분해진 것
I
같고.
feel the need to ask you, Hunter. Has this been everything you were hoping for when like you were talking to me about watching me play through Limbus? Has this been like everything you hoped
Absolutely.
it would be? That's good.
120%.
We don't have a choice. Come on, let's go. I put the radio back by
Perhaps
pocket.
not the statistically impossible consistency with some of these lucky single pulls and singular 10 pulls. But, you know, can't predict the weather. Haha.
I have had insane luck on my single pulls and my 10 pulls. It's pretty great.
아이고.
이거 얘들은 싱거운데
Not the
계단 타는 게
stairs.
거잖아. 이상하군. 그렇지 않은가?
Isn't it only like 5 or 6 flights of stairs? Like, I'd be tired after 6 flights of stairs, but I'm unfit as hell.
They're tall stairs, man.
You know, look at that.
They've also been fighting and stuff. Of course, the sinners haven't, not yet. They're just lazy
어째
bastards.
우리를 막아내려 자리한 것이 아니라 밀려 올라가기 싫어하는. 설마
Ungdu's expression darkened. Maybe she had an inkling of a bad omen.
우두머리라는 자가 걱정이 되는가?
Don Quixote is carefully sidled to Ongdu's side of a sympathetic expression.
그럴 수밖에 없어.
김사카시라는 분은 어떤 사람이었나요?
Ongdu appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her own thoughts. She shook her head and sighed.
늠름한 사람이었지. 지킬 것을 지키고 또한 죽일 것을 죽였다. 검계 안에서도 실력으로 줄을 세우면 반드시 손가락 안에 들으셨고 또 말수는 적으셔도 자기 조언할 사람은 끔찍하게 챙기셨지. 그 결정만 없었더라도 우리의 친우가 이렇게까지 궁지에 몰리는 일은
Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what that decision might have been. But he soon realized that this was probably not the time to pry and quietly close his mouth.
어떤 상황이든 빨리 올라가 보는 수밖에 없나?
Then we have no choice but to make haste with her. Or to battle.
And I think you had like some kind of choice, but I respect that you are committed to it.
Commit to the bit.
정확하게.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
편히 쉬시게.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
아무것도
덜
남지 마라.
답답한 법이지.
사랑으로!
전탄격발.
No? Okay.
잘했다. 마무리까지 끝나면 너희 안갑부 장부
Unlimited
한정판 고양이 스카를 붙여주지.
A man of taste.
이것밖에 못하나.
우와, 카름도 깜짝.
불가 위야.
히어!
막아내지 못하리.
아르카나 빛!
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가. 그래. 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
우와, 카름도 깜짝.
받아볼 텐가.
무용하군요. 이제 깨우치시게.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지 않아.
쉬시며 잠든 그대를
승객이 따끔 한번 먹였어.
좋지 않습니다.
너도 누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만 무상은 목숨. 불끄듯 지원할 뿐.
우와, 카름도 깜짝.
나아가주게.
이제 깨우치시게. 이제 깨우치시게. 아무것도 남지 마라.
사랑으로! 유차! 악은 이렇게 정화되었네!
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Every time I see like the 41 EXP when they cost like
They'll get there eventually. Level 12 already.
Thousands. Level 12 already. I've only had her for like an entire canto. Wow.
XP for a reasonable price.
Recharge. Dunashi. Enter. Enter.
You could use the box.
I can save the box though.
You could also save the lunacy.
I could save the box though.
기다리는 거 못해.
받아볼
5초만 기다려줄게.
편히 쉬시게.
Who's the one who gets the the thing on his first 10 drop?
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
Faust, get a coin, god damn it! Thank you.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
승객이 따끔 한번 먹였어.
방법이지.
무상은 목숨.
Man, it's great how like their clash power is so bad that even when they miss every fucking coin, they still win.
13조 2항에 맞추려면
Perfectly balanced.
골치 아픈
시간 끌 것
것들이
없이
고기 조각이 되어.
Man, it's gonna be really funny when they're like, here's how we made Hanlu balance. He has 1 clash power and 1 coin power.
확실히 훌륭하고 오버할 수감자. 덕분에 위험한
It'd be funny if his abilities actually did start somewhat low in power, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either. They're gonna
Especially
be like,
with
he's
the
got
character, the identity is based on.
He's
how
gotta
normal-
be stronger than Faust.
시도는 좋았어요.
우와, 가름도 깜.
We have to show the players what truly mathematically perfect means.
아무것도 남지 마라.
Not perfect, strongest. They can always put more numbers in.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
이 정도쯤이야?
골치 아픈 것들이 고깃 조각이 되었군요. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
대성공이야. 가름 신나. 노래 부를까?
이것밖에 못하는.
차라리
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴테 적합한 조치였습니다.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠. 시도는 좋았어요.
나도 지킬 게 많거든.
이제 깨우치시길.
Yippee!
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
A day of no
내일을
shame.
세우는데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Day of no shame.
사냥감인가 몸이
위에서 당신을
시간
It's always so entertaining when it's just like the rare like 2 battles in a row.
그래 그렇게 시원하게 처리하.
Gotta give you that lunacy. Gotta fill a couple slots.
There goes your Uma Musume or whatever.
They must race.
They must race.
그렇게 서 있으면.
And like the best one ever or whatever's coming out in like a week or something. No.
이제 깨우치시길.
The super OP card came and went several weeks ago.
Oh.
한 놈의 죽음으로 끝내기.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워.
There's the really good one is up right now. I want to say I got lucky because I got an extra copy of the other card that was OP and not the one that's currently on banner. So I can just use that one and borrow the. Look, I'm not gonna get too far into it. Needless to say, I put some thought in. I got a game plan.
I'm happy you enjoy it as much as you do.
너도 누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만 무상한 목숨.
불끈한 지원일 뿐.
나라도 그렇게 했어.
I would have done the same thing. You would have done like a spin with the fans, Virgilius?
허술하긴.
Watch
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
만만치 않겠군.
작품이다 나. 슬슬 지루하니까
Shut up, Ricardo.
빨리 끝나버리는 게
아무것도 남지
좋겠어.
마라.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
Do we just fight the Pekatula?
맞습니다.
여직 봐왔던 면면들과 다른 생김새요. 좀 더 심화된 듯한.
죄종의 다음 형태입니다. 사람마다 담아온 죄에 따라 죄종의 질이 달라지니 형태는 다양할 수 있습니다.
하지만 여태 이런 형태가 나타났던 적은 한 번.
황금 가지를 회수함에 따라 죄종의 성장이 촉진되기도 합니다.
그 가지에 뭐가 연관되지 않은 걸 찾는 게 더 빠르겠어. 생각 이상으로 어마어마한데.
Thank you for noticing, Roger.
그러고 보니 이 죄종이라는 거 뭔가 죄를 상징하는 거였지.
Sin. My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No, the sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer. Their voices grow muffled. Word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today.
자신을 잃고 원본의 모양을 상실한 모습으로 보이는구려.
Watching in terror as your fucking revive machine just like falls over unconscious randomly.
Starts spasming.
누구는 뒤틀림이 되고 누구는 죄종이 되고.
Think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. What?
관리자님? 뭐라고 했어? 파우가 설명하고 있어서 겹쳐서 안 들렸는데.
계속하자면 극심한 스트레스에서 자신을 유지할 수 있게 된다면 그건 뒤틀림으로 발전하고.
When the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within.
관리자님?
Watching as your manager just has a fucking stroke.
Hate it when that happens.
If one's devoured by their sins, they are reborn in the form of their image reflecting the dreamt by those who are nothing.
단테, 괜찮은 거?
If one withstands yeah, their sins, the heart.
뭐야 시계 대가리? 갑자기 무게 잡고 뭘 중얼거리는 거야?
You said my trigger word.
심각한 소리가 나는데 저분 의체 머리에 무슨 문제라도.
The end of one seeks to bear. That is so much. Bear the shout of the original hearts.
그걸 말하려는 것이요.
And in a world perceived through their own and shall be unveiled to their egos. The fucking blurbs melt into by
Dante, you doing okay?
No, he is not.
He's trying to talk a bit like my grandfather.
He's catching more on fire.
관리자님, 머리가 불타고 계십니다.
Who would have guessed eating the golden boughs would have a fucking bad result?
오, 불꽃.
Thanks, Yoshi.
진짜 터질 것 같은데요?
Only those who can define their own.
야, 저러다 쟤 죽는다고. 뭐 방법이 없어?
Why would Don Quixote know what to do? The only one here would be Faust, who'd have like any idea. Maybe Yi Song. Only those who are awakened to their own.
뜨겁소. 관리자 나리의 머리에 있던 불은 뜨겁지 않아서 그저 장식이라고 생각했는데.
파우스트 씨, 그때 이야기했던 자폭 장치가 작동된 거 아니에요? 이 열기를 보면 정말 모든 걸 느낄 것처럼.
He failed the stress check. From Darkest Dungeon.
Affliction, paranoid.
원리는 같습니다. 단테는 황금가지를 통해 본사 지하에 심어진 묘목의 뿌리와 연결된 상태로.
What?
가지고 나발이고 저 새끼 불은 꺼야 할 거 아니야.
물! 누군가 물 없어? 뭐라도 부어서 식혀보면.
Sometime later. Oh, look, everybody's normal.
정신이 드는가?
My eyes, if I had eyes, that is, opened slowly. I was lying on the ground, surrounded by the sinners. What happened?
기억을 못하는 것이요?
I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy.
관리자님, 복귀하면 반드시 수리 받으십시오.
Ah, workshop? Did I malfunction or something?
무슨 기계 다루듯이 말하기는. 어차피 지금은 어떻게 할 수도 없는 것 같고.
복귀 후에 이야기 나누시죠. 우선은 활동에 지장은 없는 것 같습니다.
Do. Where is?
이미 올라갔어. 궁금한 것도 걱정되는 것도 많지만 상황이 급하니 우리도 합류하는 게 좋겠구려.
Yeah. Okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first.
이렇게 쉽게 통과하리라고는 상상도 못했는데. 새가들의
죽음 충동 억제, 관념 봉인.
이건 또 왜 고장이 나서?
Ah, come on! There was a nervous-looking man on top of the stairs, on the uppermost floor of the building. I could immediately tell this man was unlike any other foe we face in this building.
나는 조용한가? 가만히라도 있어줬으면 좋겠는데.
He kept looking into his pocket watch as though he was expecting something awful to come out of that door.
흑은혜의 복장과 유사도가 높다. 관련된 인물일 가능성이 크고 종전의 인물들보다 상위 계급일 것으로 보인다.
Thank you, Marcel.
그렇다면
Or I even had the chance to suggest waiting for a bit to come up with a strategy. Angdu was already charging at the man, and then she died.
분명 흑운회의 부조장이랬다.
뭐야?
내 놈들이 그렇게 바라던 검계 수급이 지금 앞에 있다. 검을 받아라.
애들은 전부 치우고 올라왔나? 마음 같아서는
You can tell he's important because he has
사무실
eyes.
안으로 집어던져 넣고 싶지만
That's true. That's the only. I mean, yeah.
안에 상품이
The goons don't get eyes.
That's true.
진짜. 상대하는 것 말고 방법이 있나? 이름이나 묻지. 나는 준이다. 네 놈이 쳐부수고 올라온 것들의 부조자.
They should have been less killable.
앵두, 검을 다루는 게 살수. 우두머리 김삿갓의 부하.
The hallway before the door falls silent. It is as calm as a winter dawn. Two warriors, blades drawn, begin to take cautious steps. It's as though they are attempting to gauge the distance between each other. It was a sudden flash. When I came to my senses, the pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. The outcome of this clash? Wow, surprise.
야, 뭐냐 이건? 어?
Yeah, she's kind of a nobody.
Appears to have been Ongdu's defeat. She fell to her knees.
아니, 뭐 제대로 시작도 안 했다. 저렇게 지쳐 있는데 잘도 달려들 생각을 하는군.
She's been fighting the Kurokumo clan henchmen on the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted.
중상에서 회복한 지도 얼마 되지 않았습니다. 무리를 했군요.
너희들도 덤벼들 거냐? 이렇게 많은 인원은 아무리 나라도 좀 벅찬데.
This June rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from a single clash against Ongdu that he wasn't going to go down easily. Well, I don't like they're all getting up against this one guy, but
겁나게 째깍대네. T사에서는 이런 시계 의체까지 돌아다니는 건가? 아, 시계. 야, 저거 맞는 시계냐?
Lads, jump him.
저건 그런 용도의 시계가 아니야.
Get the crumpin', lads.
어?
I changed my.
그러면 뭐하러 모가지를 갈아 끼냐? 쓸모도 없네. 그럼 너희 중에 시계 갖고 있는 놈은 없냐? 이 애물단지 또 망가졌단 말이지.
The sinners wordlessly began to surround you.
없어? 아, 손목도 다 비어있네. 아, 제정신이냐? 시계도 안 갖고 다닌다니.
있다고 한들 그대에게 말해줄 의리도 없네만.
짜증나게 하는구만 이것들. 어차피 뒤도 없어. 나도 이 안에 들여보내면 빨리 덤벼. 더 기운 빠지기 전에 한 놈이라도 더 쓸게.
네. 미니버스 트랙.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지.
만만찮겠군.
기대하고 있겠습니다.
Radia must prepare by stabbing herself with her knives.
It must be done.
It must happen.
바보.
아르카나 빛!
Oh. Nice. Once more, with gusto.
끝장낼 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령.
There's a spider in my room, and I'm like, I should kill it because if I don't, my cats are gonna.
Big enough to be problematic?
No, but my cats will break something trying to get it. If they notice it.
우와, 카름도 깜짝.
정확하게.
But I don't think they usually look up there, so it's probably good.
무상한 목숨. 불끄덕 지원해.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
이것밖에 못하나?
우와, 카름도 깜짝.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
That's that's a fair amount of damage.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
이항에 맞추려. 그게 체격이지.
Fair and balanced.
전탄격발.
사랑으로 정의의 이름으로.
우와, 카름도 깜짝.
나아가주게.
차라리
편히 쉬시며 잠든 그대를
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지 않았군요. 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
이제 대화를 좀 해보지.
Yes. Angdu seemed to have recovered somewhat as we fought. She bound June with a rope before throwing him to the ground.
고작
that's nice of us to
부자장이
not
우리에게
kill him.
내려진 현상 수배의 이유를 알 거라
He's
생각하지
useful.
않는다.
Got info.
하지만 마치 보호라도 하듯이 우두께서 있는 곳에 문을 막고 있는 연유를 알 수가 없군. 내 놈만이 아니지. 이 건물에 있던 후군의 놈들 전부가 위로 올라가는 걸 필사적으로 막고 싫어.
아니 그러니까 피해자는 우리라고.
무슨 의미인가?
이거 진짜 짜증나네. 애초에 우리는 너희를 추적하거나 배는 일하고 상관이 없었어. 엄지에 현상금 걸린 조직이나 단체들이 한둘도 아니고 얻어 걸린 김이었다는 거지. 그냥 우리는 엄지에서 내려온 명령에 따라서 여기에 있는 검은색 비석을 지키고 있었을 뿐이다. 곧 다른 곳으로 배달해야 하는 상황이라 가뜩이나 민감한 시기에 너희 검개놈들이 나타났다. 갑자기.
나타났다? 그런가? 우두께서는 이곳에서 깨어나신 건가?
너 뭔가 아는 거냐? 애초에 사람이 어디서 그렇게 툭 튀어나올 수 있나? 특이점이라도 쓴 줄 알았는데. 그리고 애초에 너희가 이길 싸움도 아니었어. 우리는 수적으로 훨씬 유리했다.
Look at that guy on the left there. He's so happy.
It's a fella.
그랬겠지.
범죄놈들 중에 멀쩡히 싸울 놈이 3명쯤 남았을 때까지만 해도 문제가 전혀 없었어. 그런데 갑자기 그 대장놈의 눈이 희번덕거리더니
The fucking blue glow.
짜증나지만 그놈이
Oh, so he's the boss from the mirror dungeon.
그럼
그래.
Yeah.
검게
The mirror dungeon letting me see bosses from the inner mothers.
호호.
그러니 뭘 어떻게 할 수 있겠냐? 우리가 나는 부조장으로서 애들이 죽는 걸 막아야 했고 결국 내가 문을 막고 아래 애들을 배치하는 수밖에. 아 짜증. 이게 뭐냐 대체. 곧 약속한 배달 시간이 다가오는데 손가락 한두 개로 끝날 사안이 아니잖아. 젠장.
Yep. Ongdu struck the back of June's neck with a swift precision and dropped him to the floor.
이미 생포 환자를 이 안에 들어서려 하면 귀찮게 굴 것 같아 잠재웠을 뿐. 나는 후드를 만나야겠어.
얘기하는 거 못 들었어? 주변에 보이는 건 죄다 썰고 있다며.
그럴 리 없어. 단테, 이야기를 종합해보면
Yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it. Ongdu's hand trembled as he wrapped around the doorknob.
전투를 준비하지.
김 작가님이 그럴 리 없단 말이야.
She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion.
Well, that bites.
And then died, and totally not our fault.
세우는데 일조하였으니 필두 출진.
어찌 된 것입니까, 우두? 이건 우두의 검술 아닙니까? 이상은하며 이들을 우리의 친우를 해야 한단 말입니까?
말이 통하지 않을 것 같군.
Pitch black flames lingered behind this man she called Bamboo-Hatted Kim, her mentor. Something had devoured him. There was something in his eyes. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This was a distortion.
그리 짐승처럼 울고만 있지 말고 말을 하라는 겁니다. 말을!
야! 다가가면!
The distortion unsheathed its blade in the blink of an eye. It sensed that something had entered its range.
그 형제 죽이겠다는.
피하세요!
As Ongdu stood there confused, Sinclair urgently hurled himself in her direction, and in that brief moment, the distortion's blade descended upon them as though it bisected the very space they inhabited.
이미 싱클레어 군도 범위 안에 들어갔구려.
We have no choice but to suppress it. We tensed up, sensing the changing atmosphere. We slowly raised our weapons. Maybe we can convince this guy that pizza's the way he should go, too.
장부에 적힌 놈들은
lot of help.
때마다 기가 막히는군. 우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것도 엄지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
You're not supposed to lose those! You had, like, overwhelming or whatever.
Dominating?
Dominating!
Not always 100%.
I know.
Alas.
But it's fun to yell. It's fun to yell Yusung because Yusung.
That's true.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Ah, yes. A man who a sinking team would be bad against. I see.
Yup. Quite.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데
How many bosses are there that are like this?
Not many.
Not many. Okay. I would imagine so, just because like it'd be really bad if like it was like, yep, every boss counters sinking team and sinking team exclusively.
Sorry, that Kanto 6 was like the sinking season, and this is the boss you fight before you go into Kanto 6. So for some people, when they were playing through, this was like the only team they could have built was a proper sinking team when they got to this point. Because it was all the seasonal IDs. So they just got absolutely annihilated by Bamboo-Hatted Kim because of it.
적들이 흔들흔들.
Oof.
기회 아니야?
Get bitched upon, sir. That is a lot of damage. I think Rania might kill you by herself.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
Alright, Rania, show us the power of fucking Walpurgis.
지키기 위해서.
Yeah. Darn. Resentment. That's right, man. Die.
이제 깨우치시게.
Phase 2.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데
Yeah, that makes
일조했으니
sense.
내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Bamboo-hatted Kim kneeled and caught his breath. Something began to shimmer behind him.
침상 거울 던전입니다.
봉이 치킨 때랑 같은 곳이다 그거지.
봉이 치킨이요. 봉이.
이미 들어갔군.
저거 따라가야겠지.
Yeah, we were ordered to secure the distortion as well, so... An immense, heavy sensation emanates from within that space. That monolith has to be somewhere in there, too. While she was clearly dumbfounded by the turn of events, I could tell that she was determined to see this to an end. We had nothing more to add.
진입하겠습니다.
이건
S사의 모습이구려.
단순한 S사가 아니지. 심상이라 했나?
알고 있는 것이 있는가?
아니, 자세히는 모르지. 주워 듣기만 한 이야기로 그분의 과거를 읊을 자격은 내게 없기도 하고.
You could guess though.
Ongdu continued in a morose
이
tone.
빌딩에 갑작스럽게 등장하셨을 때 아마 우두께선 별탈 없이 흑운회를 베어 넘기고 계셨겠지. 우두와 함께 다니던 인물들 모두가 뛰어났고 아무리 흑운회 같은 규모가 큰 조직이라 해도 간부가 아니고서는 조직원의 수가 많았어도 조끼 100은 혼자서 쓸어 담을 능력이 있으니. 하지만 주변인 모두가 김 작가님만한 강함이 있는가 하면 그건 또 아니지. 그분과 우리는 하늘과 땅만한 차이가 있으니 끊임없이 몰려드는 흑운의 놈들에게 친구들이 하나하나 당해갔을 것이오. 그 모습은 제법 과거와 비슷한 구석이 있었으리라 생각이 드는군. 김 작가님은 그 장면에 마음의
It is still wild to me that, like, in this world, you could become a fucking monster just because if you crash out hard enough.
뒤틀림이 일어나기
Oh,
전의
yeah.
사건이군요. 모노리스의 영향이 스며들기도 좋은 환경입니다.
그렇게 검기가 되신 것인가? 그렇다 하더라도 어떻게 그런 짓을...
We remained wordless and advanced as Ongdu despondently muttered to herself. It was all silent save for the sound of our shoes lightly pressing into the soft soil beneath our feet. Oh! Give me... I'll get one of these right, yeah. Sure, I prefer... Ooh! Fancy! Alright!
사랑과 정의 이름으로 지금 이곳에 등장!
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
나아가주게.
무상한 목숨.
지원했군.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
편히
쉬시게. Power of gun.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버렸고 13조 이항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
우와, 가름도
불가
깜짝.
위야. 막아내지 못하리. 무용하군요.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지 않았군요. 적합한 조치 확실히 훌륭하군. 5번 수감자 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이 많다지.
우와, 가름도 깜짝.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리. 이제 깨우치시.
대성공이야. 가름 신나. 노래 부를까?
잠든
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
나도 지킬 게 많거든.
Next battle.
More battles?
More battles? We must do many battles.
아마도
이 안정감 있고
나
부드럽게 잡히는 푹신 최선이군. 이런 푹신한 날은 안 풀리는 일이 없지.
불끈에 지원했군.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 이항에 맞추면 그게 제격이지. 중지의 안가품이 그저 무력 행사뿐이라고 생각.
받아볼 텐가.
원한을 풀 수 있다면 수단을 가릴 이유는 없지.
이제 깨우치시게.
대성공이야. 가름 신나. 노래
그래,
부를까? 사랑으로.
그렇게 시원하게
이것밖에
처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
만만찮겠군.
이제 깨우치시게. 이제 깨우치시게.
죽음 충동
맞아.
억제 관념 봉인.
Give me a new gift.
위에서 당신을
불가,
관리자로 정한 데에는
막아내지
합당한
못하리.
이유가 있겠지. 기대하고
최근은
있겠습니다.
좋았어요.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버렸군. 13조 이항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
틈을 끊어.
방금의 공격, 폭신 그 자체였다.
우와, 가름도 깜짝.
날카롭고 정확하게. 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어. 자, 악은 이렇게
한 놈의 죽음으로 끝내기엔 죄가 너무 크고. 저기 벌벌 떨고 있는 나머지 녀석들도 쳐야 한다.
본인이 하지.
무용하군요.
편히 쉬시게.
좋아, 이번에는 제대로 들어갔군.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠.
이제 깨우치시게.
revolver. Gun.
Oh ho.
I love gun.
애고 침식도 양호.
With the power of with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
장부에 적힌
Mostly the gun.
기가 막혀. 우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것도 엄지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이야.
깨우치시길.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
전탄격발. 확실히 훌륭하군 5번 수감자. 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이 많다지.
날카롭고 정확하게. 이제 깨우치시길. 무용하군요. 이제 깨우치시길. 차라리
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버렸군. 13조 2항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
사랑과 정의의 이름으로 지금 이곳에
카론, 기다리는 건 어때?
나가주게.
100초만 기다려줄게.
너도 누군가에게
그래.
약해졌겠지만
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지. 전탄격발. 확실히 훌륭하군 5번 수감자. 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어갔다.
아르카나 빛! 금차!
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버렸군. 13조 2항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
날카롭고 정확하게. 나도 지킬 게 많거든.
만만치
아픔이다,
않겠군.
난.
본인이 하지.
슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝나버리는 게 좋겠어.
이제 깨우치시길.
아픔이다, 난.
불가 위야.
슬슬 지루하니까
나가는 다리.
빨리 끝나버리는 게 좋겠어.
이제 깨우치시길.
Thank you, Faust.
Thank you. I do enjoy how for a very long time, like Faust has been just one of my best. No, I'm not even talking about like Mal Faust specifically. Just like when we had Butler Faust, and she still was like one of my best.
He's just high performing.
This must be a tavern. This bar or an inn is bustling as patrons are energetically chatting away. They all seem to be in a rather good mood. A trio among the crowd is quite boisterously arguing and pointing fingers at each other. No, I don't understand why it's even a matter of dispute. A blade is a weapon made for cutting, and the right way is a blade to slash with it. You don't know what you're talking about. Stab a single point while your mighty foe shall surely fall. You're both wrong. Your half-hearted cut the stabs into anything but piss him off. Then we back on the feet immediately. Smack the skull as the blood to end. He'll return the scabbard and knock him down for good. Make him 2 days to get up. The trio appeared to be talking about something pretty serious, so we stopped to listen to their debate. They suddenly turned our direction and called over to us. You there! Your band can clearly handle your weapons, am I wrong? Answer us, what's the best way to wield your sword? Of course, to slash is the best way to use a blade, is it not? What should I say to that? Yeah, well, I have a lot of slash in my team. I think. Probably.
Faust, win the clash.
Thank you. Here. Fuck. I'm not claiming that the other methods are inferior. I'm merely claiming that a blade, a weapon of an edge, is made to cut things. The other two nod in reluctant agreement. Well, if you're talking about the blade and the blade part only, sure. I suppose a decapitation's not so different from breaking the skull open. You made my day, friend. Here, take this. Man who preached the superiority of slash pats you on the back and places something in your hand. Rusted hilt.
범위 문제를 해결하기도
Thanks. Very cool.
Thank you very much.
We hear a pair of voices as we walk alongside a stone fence. The two travelers are both carrying blades. I pity the people here. Well, the decision of a wing is absolute. For its feathers, there's very little they can do about it. One of them stands out. Their clothing sets them apart from the locals. Maybe they're not from around here. Still, to allow the Kurokuma clan to make their way in here, that's too much. The wing cares about naught else but fluttering its wings. All else becomes insignificant. Sounds like they're talking about the current escort. Or outsiders, I see. How convenient. The pair stops in their tracks and turns around to face us. The Kurokuma clan. No, you don't wear their garb. You don't appear to be peasants seeking to make some cash in the castle back streets either. Well then, what do you outsiders think of the current climate? I should answer that. It's the city's fault. It's society that's at fault.
Society.
Society, curse you and your vague consequences.
I can't believe society would do this to me.
The sword-carrying man snickers. Your answer with wisdom to my foolish query. Such musings hold very little significance in the city indeed. He laughs a little more, this time with gusto, then tears the tassel from his oven or hang it over. I enjoyed your answer. If you ever find yourself in the conflict of blade lineage, show him this tassel. It'll be so helped you, I guarantee you that. With that, they wave their hand to the spirit in the other direction.
자, 봤지? 난 믿어주면 배신하지 않아.
The dispenser's hum fills the air. It knows what we want. We also know what it wants. Come here.
Give them cost.
Come here. Come here.
I love that the Mirror Dungeon currency is cost vague.
Vague. Give me. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that rupture. You suck. Give me. Give me. Give me the lasso. Feel free to take a rest here. If you'd like a chance to meet, please pick a place at the desk. Convenience store owner, explore the maze or dispenser. And skiff. Level up. Delicious.
죽음 충동 억제. 관념 봉인.
That thing behind him is
모노리스입니다. 김삿갓에게 힘을 부여한 시점에서 이미 심상 안에 숨어들었던 것이군요.
이 저택은 분명 S사를 떠나기 전 마지막으로 맡으셨던 호이. 이 참상, 여태껏 이 참상의 기억이 우드의 발목을 부여잡고 있던 것입니까? 하지만 그렇다 한들 친구들의 억울한 죽음은.
Tears begin to well in Ongdu's eyes. Again, something murmurs in my head. Is this bamboo-hatted Kim's past? A somber voice drenched with woe echoes in my head.
명예라는 것을 가졌던 때가 잠시 있었다. 청렴한 권리 앞에는 누구나 악한 마음을 갖고 다가가는 자가 있었고, 그 마술을 나의 검으로 뿌리친다는 호위무사라는 일감이. 하지만 그저 청렴하기만 했던 인물은 언제나 세간의 먹잇감이 될 뿐이고, 이미 타락할 대로 타락한 탐관오리들의 마술을 막아내기에 나는 역부족일 뿐이었다. 결국 부러진 마음을 끌어안고 동료들과 함께 S사를 떠날 수밖에. 임무를 완수하지 못한 나의 명예는 그곳에 함께 두고 왔다. 있을 곳을 잃고 이곳저곳을 돌아다니며 지치는 나의 동료들과 나를 믿고 떠나온 이들의 신뢰도 조금씩 떨어지고, 나 역시도 스스로에 대한 신뢰를 나는 바라만 갔다. 이미 임무를 완수하지 못한 내가 정말 이들을 이끌 수는 있는 걸까? 적어도 안정된 삶을 살 수 있게 도우지 않으면. 하지만 그런 마음으로 얻은 초대장은 도리어 나는 결국 임무도 명예도 친우도 모두 잃고 또다시 그때와 같은 모습을 재현하고.
The voice continued to murmur, but it had evolved into nothing but a low growl, a quiet and incoherent rumbling. I can't help but feel a bit of sympathy at his suffocatingly painful past. But that's exactly why we have to face him, to free him from this distortion. Guys, we're putting an end to this right here, right now.
이 이후는 없겠다는 느낌이.
Ongdu's grown far too agitated to function properly in this battle. It's all up to us now. Oh wow, it was it's not like she got her fucking did nothing the last time we fought him.
단순해서 좋고 9번 수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리. 틈을 끊어.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어갔군.
전격발.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 뭔가 기분 좋은 일이라도 있었던 거야?
Time for stab.
Time for stab again.
날카롭고 정확하게.
그대 또한 잠들게.
밖에서 맡고 있는 꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군. 관리자, 수감자를 무방비.
Okay, but like, what if I also just did a funny and give me all one of these?
And then hit the Savage Tiger Slayer's Perfected Flurry Blade.
Yeah. What do I give the old one of these?
정확하게.
편히 쉬시게.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴테.
이 구속구가 나의 폭력을 저지하겠습니다. 턱없이 모자라지.
확실히.
Oh, I should. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Well, okay. Never mind.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, very cool.
Thank you, Roger. Very cool.
Thank you for the 500 damage hit, Roger.
Thank you very much. Not damage roll. Thank you, Roger. Very cool. Actually, no, you gave me the damage. That wasn't a roll. Thank you, Roger. Very cool. Ah. I thought there was gonna be a phase 2 there.
Nope.
No. So that's the Dante is like, that was fast.
Oh, well, that was it. All right. Just Ridey just prep twice and dead. All right, neat. I was expecting a much harder battle. After a grueling battle, as we finally managed to drag bamboo-headed Kim to his knees, like a mirage, the fathoms of ego began to fall apart. The monolith had already left the fathoms of ego and was back at the center of the office. Just as the office began to resemble the one we had walked into, the radio I carried began to buzz again.
들리지? 들리면 째깍해줘.
틱톡.
힘든 싸움이 끝난 지 얼마나 됐다고. 잘도 그런 농담이 나오네요, 단테.
I feel like barely isn't accurate there, but well, she asked me to.
He's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
얼마 안 남았어. 모노리스가 잠시 안정화된 것 같으니까 그걸 잠그는 방법을 말해줄게. 늦으면 그 뒤틀린 환상체가 되어버리니 정화, 신속, 알겠지?
엄청 무서운 상황 같은데 말이 참 가벼운.
Dire should be in air quotes. If I followed the radio's instructions, reach out to the monolith with my palms. So light came out of it when I reached out my fingers. The voice coming from the radio was pretty nonchalant about all this, but almost sounded like she could see exactly what I was looking at.
거기서 아래로 쭉 이제 왼쪽으로 천천히 움직여.
I couldn't help but wonder if I was doing this right, but I still followed her directions and drew a trail of light with my hand over the monitor. The shimmering black tendrils began to withdraw from Bamboo Hatchet Kim's body. Maybe the distortion is withdrawing too.
좋아, 수치는 안정범위로 돌아왔어요, 탐정님. 자꾸 탐정님이라고 하네. 옛날 호칭이 입에 붙어가지고.
Sounds like she's reporting to someone else on the other side of this communication.
잘해줬어, 버스 친구들. 곧 LCA가 거기로 갈 거니까 조금만 기다려.
Huh? LCA? Not that rude after team lady from earlier.
자, 아무튼 지금까지 LCD 소속 뒤틀림 전담반 에즈라였습니다. 교신 끝.
Radio shut off before any of us had the chance to say anything again. And not 5 seconds later.
뭐가 이렇게 우르르 들어와?
Damn, you are a large man.
LCA 특수작전팀이군요.
Right. The item is. Well, looks like we're done. I didn't have to say anything, not that they could hear me anyway, before the uniformed troops marched in and started attaching various tools to the monolith.
저게 뭔 소리냐?
아, 그를 말하는 것이라면 모노리스의 옆에
오라! 어디에 가셨는가?
약 3분 전 앵도라는 자가 소파 뒤로 끌고 가는 것을 목격했다.
Thank you, Verso. Did I ask you to tell us if you noticed something important going on in the back?
동일한 상황이 다시 오면 보고하도록 하겠습니다.
Oops. That's when I noticed the LCA agents were growing visibly uneasy. And when that agent ran over and kicked over to the sofa. Good job, Ongdu. There was Ongdu, her arms tightly wrapped around Bamboo Hatchet Kim, her hand holding a blade that dug deep into her mentor's flesh.
얼마나 아픈 과거를 가졌는지 내가 소상히 알 수는 없지요. 하지만 그것이 진우를 베어넘긴 응당의 이유가 될 수는 없지 않습니까?
앵두양, 그는 제정신이 아니지 않았는가?
아기가 되어 자신을 잃었다면 그 역시 내 손으로 끝을 내야. 아니지. 아니야. 사실 전부 변명밖에 되지 않아. 애초에 우두가 초대장이니 뭐니 하는 이상한 것을 들고 오지 않았더라면, 애초에 S사에서 도망 나오게 된 원인이 되지 않았더라면, 그래요. 그대의 목소리가 이제
접근계 계획 비틀림 확인. 추정. 모노리시오 재활성화 1차 단계 돌입.
You can't just let her be. She's gonna distort. Or so, knock him back, knock her out. Fucking just off
screen. If you're unconscious.
What?
You can't distort if you're unconscious.
Yeah. Just Verso just off screen winding back the Falcon Punch. Hoppa! Fucking done. Fucking BOW!
And it worked too.
I love the zero hesitation. We're so quick! Knock her out! Hacha!
No fucking hesitation. He was ready to do that.
He was ready. Merceau struck Ongdu hard before the LCA agents even had a chance to do anything. And he's like, well, I guess that works.
명령대로 처리했습니다.
Thank you, Merceau.
Good, Merceau.
Thank you, Merceau. I love you. Thanks.
내가 지금 뭘 본 거야?
Was that caused by the monolith's influence too?
그렇다고 볼 수 있죠. 모노리스는 제대로 봉인했지만 남은 영향력이 파고들었던 것 같습니다.
저기 거기서 수치가 확 튀어 올랐었는데?
The radio began buzzing all on its own again.
내가 LCD의 모델을 읽겠다.
Sure, man.
교대, 말씀하십시오.
LC구나. 저는 LCD의 에즈라.
인지, 상황을 설명하겠습니다.
나도 말 끊을 거야. 나도 상황 다 알아먹었거든.
You know what? You're not the other one who cut people off.
2명 다 있죠? 그냥 우리 쪽으로 2분 다 데려오세요.
우리가 작전상 회수 대상은
딱딱하게 굴지 말고.
무려 이미 모델이 시작해도 제어하기 어려운 대상입니다.
저희 탐정님, 아니 LCD 팀장님이 다 책임진다고 했어요. 애초에 그 모노리스 저랑 탐정님이 회수해왔던 거랑 똑같은 물건이라고요. 그리고 둘 다 도서관의 생환자고 둘 다 뒤틀림이 되다가 풀려난 것도 뒤틀림 실적에 분명히 도움될걸요?
그러나
뭐야? 그러면 얘네 뭐?
Are we kidnapping him?
요즘 T사에서 사람들이 잡혀간다느니 하는 워낙 흉흉한 소문이 많은 건 아는데 그런 실종 사건이
Look, we're kidnappers. We're not those kidnappers, though.
그리고 어차피 뒤틀림이 진행되어봐야 죽을 뿐이고 이대로 두고 가면 흑운애나 엄지가 들이닥칠지 어떻게 알아?
그것도 그렇긴 하네.
아무튼 둘 다 데려오세요.
일단 회수 조치하겠습니다.
Call dropped, the agents swarmed around the pair, bound them, and disappeared out the door. All of it was done in one fluid practice motion. I don't know what had happened, but they already retrieved the monolith when that LC agent picked up the LCD
그럼
skull.
이제 상황 종료인가?
I guess.
경고. 관리자는 빠른 철수를 요청합니다. 곧 엄지가 상황을 파악하고 이곳을 향할 테니
중지 다음엔 엄지인가. 그 꼰대들이 어떤 낯짝을 지을지 궁금하군.
그럴 일을 만들지 말라고 경고하는 거 아닌가요?
수정. 이미 작전을 수행한 시점에서 림버스 컴퍼니는 엄지와 접대할 수밖에 없습니다.
그렇겠네요. 시간이 걸릴 뿐 진상을 파악할 수밖에 없겠죠. 괜찮은 건가요? 이렇게 엄지까지
We
건드리고
have Virgilius. This is probably fine.
무관. 어차피
Irrelevant.
컴퍼니는 적을 친구로, 친구를 적으로 두는 형국입니다. 지체. 먼저 퇴출하겠습니다.
Extracting scene first.
Something's fucking up with the LCA, man.
Yeah. With that cryptic message, the LCA agent quickly withdrew from. You don't say. He knows something.
LCCB and LCCA are so normal compared to
They're
the
so
LCA and LCB.
Won't tell us what it is. At least that was the impression I got from the way he spoke. I came to meet so many departments of the company in such quick succession. The LCA, the LCD, and the LCCA. An old question arose once again, something I'd forgotten as we kept ourselves busy with the missions we've carried out so far. I really don't know much about this company that I'm working for. And there's this mysterious Herman and the equally puzzling Damien. Maybe, in the grand scheme of things, I really don't know anything. Maybe what I know amounts to nothing more than a pinch of knowledge, if able to powers it be. I thought we were pretty deep into our journey, but no. I was starting to feel that in the far future, if I were to look back on the records of this journey, we wouldn't be 10 pages. Imagine we're only on page 10 of the book.
That would be crazy.
I began walking back to the bus of the sinners, my head further mired in confusion.
그 짧은 시간에 별별 사람 다 만나본 것만 같은 기분이 들어.
그래도 저는 이 회사가 어떻게 돌아가고 있었는지는 대강 알 수 있어서 좋았던 것 같네요.
Once we returned to the bus, the sinners each began shouting away about what had just happened.
앵두 씨나 김 작가님은 앞으로 어떻게 되시는 걸까요?
우리가 알 수 있는 일은 아니다. 같은 회사의 부서라곤 하지만 실제로 우리가 알 수 있는 건 에즈라라는 사람의 목소리뿐 아니었나.
그러다면 설마 정말로 생체실...
그런 게 그렇게 쉽게 시작되진 않아. 그 사람도 그냥
It just happens.
소문이라고 했잖아.
Gregor furrowed his brows, as though some unpleasant memories of the past began flooding in. He dug into his pocket for a cigarette. There's LCD, but LCA just seems really out of place. even when compared to other departments. It's like they're from a completely different company. As we made our way back to the bus, I slowly began to organize my thoughts and everything that's happened. I did know that it wasn't the most productive thing for me to do. Faust, you're not gonna answer my questions, are you?
죄송합니다. LCB 부서 외의 내용을 언급하는 것은 지금으로선 힘들겠습니다.
관리자나 수감자나 조급함이 없으면 아무래도 이 버스에 탑승할 자격이 없는 것만 같군.
I feel like Faust is pretty patient. Virgilius sighed as he muttered. He must have seen me burying my clock head in my palms.
Clock head.
당신의 여정 속에는 반드시 의문에 대한 해답이 있습니다, 단테. 어차피 따라가다 보면 마주할 것을 빨리 들춰낼 필요가 있습니까? 그리고
Julius's gaze fixed for a brief moment slightly above my head. I wonder if he's looking at my flame.
아닙니다. 어쩌면 나도 점점 조급함이라는 것에 물들어가는 거죠.
Virgilius scoffed, muttered something incomprehensible to himself, then turned away from me. It was clear that he had no intention of continuing this exchange.
출발하지, 카론.
기다렸어. 부릉부릉 시간. 목표는 T사의 유명한 언덕.
So, the bus took off once again, sometimes bustling, sometimes dead silent.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Wow, what a
And
canto.
I mean, that was an interval or whatever.
내일은
Yeah, it's an interval.
Yeah. Let me get my money.
But next time,
my money.
We get into my absolute favorite risk identification classifications mini. My favorite Limbus company story.
Wait, what?
Risk levels and classification.
I see. Alright, so with all of that done, I'd like to thank you for coming to stream, thank you for coming, and hopefully we use you for the next one. I'd like you to have a good night, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.